Hello everybody, welcome to another live stream. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Give me just a second because Discord decided to update right as I went live, so I wasn't able to actually send this out, but I'm gonna ping everybody just so they know that we are live and that we're live on YouTube and not on Twitch. That way they can come hang out. I've also got TikTok going live right now, but I'm not really chatting with TikTokers. I'm live right there, so come hang out, guys. At everyone, we are live on YouTube, checking out a new game. I think this is, I hope this is right. I hope it worked. I hope it worked. It did work. Okay, cool. Snowy Fox, how's it going? Vortex Game Dev, hello, how are you? Welcome to all of you guys. I hope you're all doing really, really well. So just a little bit of what is going on. I am going to be playing a new game that I got sent over by deepsilver. Those are the people that made Dead Island. And so I'm going to be playing a game that they sent out, and hopefully it will be a fun time, and you guys will enjoy. I've only played a little bit. I did a video on TikTok about it. I played about 20 minutes worth, but I want to check it out more in depth today. So we'll see how it goes. If it just really is not enjoyable, or I just lose interest because I have the attention span of a squirrel, we'll go back to playing Zelda. But for now, we're going to check out this game. I think it'll be really, really fun. But yeah, Snowy Fox, I'm glad you're doing well. I hope everybody is doing really well. We are going to be hanging out just for a few minutes, just to give people a chance to kind of pop in, because we are on YouTube, and not everybody knows we are live on YouTube. So I thought I would give it a chance for us to be live here, and people can come hang out and, you know, do their thing. Icy Bo, how's it going? Welcome. How are you? My attention span is bad, so don't worry. You aren't alone. Yeah. Like, I'm usually... How can I explain this? When I'm talking, my mind goes everywhere, so I tend to kind of jump around with what I'm saying, but when I am concentrated on something, I can concentrate great. But when it comes to video games, yeah, no, I lose my attention span so quick in video games, so quick. But that's okay. It's part of being me, I guess. But yeah, I don't really have anything to say. I'm really excited about this game. It seemed like it was kind of fun. It hasn't gotten the best reviews, but most of the complaints tend to, from what I've read, have been from PC users being forced to use a controller. And, you know, PC elitists, they don't want to use a controller for anything, and this game just works better on a controller, and so people don't really like that. But I'm okay with it. I like controls. I play a lot of console games, so I'm fine with it. It was good until a few seconds ago when I learned that March break might be canceled. Oh no, Snowy Fox. That sucks. That really sucks. I mean, a lot of people have had a lot of breaks, so... I mean, you kind of got your March break just early on. Hello, everybody over on TikTok. Ew, I keep disappearing. Everybody on TikTok, if you guys want to hang out, come to YouTube, Retro for the first time, and you guys can come hang out and chat with me there, because I'm not really going to be paying attention here. I'm just kind of doing this as an experiment to see what happens. Maybe more people will come to YouTube. I don't know. Most of the time, if I'm playing a game with a quest that takes forever, I get distracted by a ton of side quests. That's mainly my... Yeah, that's usually what happens to me. Or, okay, when I'm playing, I can play. I don't get distracted by side quests, so I'm lying. That's my distraction. I wasn't paying attention. No, I can pay attention to quests, even if they're really long and boring and there's a bunch of side quests in the way. I can pay attention to the quest. I actually ignore side quests. Where I lose my interest is, let's say I'm playing Skyrim, and then a brand new game comes out, and then the next night I decide to play that new game. Like right now, we're normally playing Zelda on Thursdays, but tonight we're gonna play Gods Will Fall. And then let's say I really like Gods Will Fall, and then I play it one more time. Now going back to Zelda, I'm not gonna remember what I'm doing, and I'm gonna be totally lost. Tara, how you doing? Welcome. Andrew, hello. Thank you for popping in over from TikTok. How are you today? Killer Biggie, hello. I know, an alternate universe. Every Thursday, I'm on an alternate universe. Icy Bo, thank you so much for the super chat. I am really good, man. I'm really good. $1.99 in the super chat. That's super kind of you, man. No, I'm not playing Skyrim. I've never actually liked Skyrim. The only time I've ever enjoyed Skyrim was in VR. I really like it in VR. There's the alert. For those of you who follow me on TikTok, and around Christmas time, you saw that I mispronounced somebody's name. That person that just set that alarm off, that's who I was speaking about. I've called them Icky Bo for years, and I didn't realize it was Icy Bo. But that's me. Vortex, so I'm playing all of the mainline games, and I'm doing a 3-heart challenge in as many as I can. So right now we're doing Link's Awakening on the Switch. I ended up doing Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, and Majora's Mask. I've completed the 3-heart challenge on. Now we're doing Link's Awakening, which we're on the last temple, so we're right at the end of the game. And then after that one, I'm either gonna do Twilight Princess, or I don't know. I haven't really decided. It'll probably be Twilight Princess though. Just kind of get it out of the way. Numsy, hello. Thank you for coming over from TikTok. How are you? Audi, hello to you as well. Sorry guys, I'm trying to like keep a conversation, you know? Tiny Robot Lives. I only use the Harris Heller music because I trust him. I don't really trust the other musicians. Here's the issue, guys. Here's where you have to be really careful. You might be using that music, especially if you're on YouTube. YouTube keeps your VODs forever until you delete them. The problem is that if you are using royalty-free music, and let's say I wrote some royalty-free music for you guys to use, and you guys use it, and then, I don't know, some big Warner Brothers company comes and decides they want to hire me as a musician, and part of the contract is they own all of my music. Well, even if you contacted me and I signed over the rights for you to use that music, Warner Bros. Now owns all of my music, and they don't have to honor that. So they can turn around and still hit you with the same stuff. Harris Heller, on the other hand, he doesn't plan on doing music as his like big thing, so he's not planning to like, you know, make it big as a musician. He's literally doing it for streams and content creation, so I feel much more confident using him. Also, I don't use music any other time except for when I'm just chatting, so I don't bother looking for other people's music. Ocarina of Time is the best. Not to open a debate. I think Ocarina of Time is definitely among the top. I prefer Majora's Mask. I just like the darker feel of Majora's Mask, and the world feels more full. But yeah, they're both really great games. Skyward Sword would be my favorite if the controls weren't terrible. It's 10:24. Wow, it's pretty late over there. It's 5:24 here. Nautical Soap. Yeah, exactly. Mothering for Babes. Hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. How's your day? How are all of you guys? The controls are bad. Yeah, they were too ambitious. They were trying to do something super fancy, you know, like what you would see in VR, but the Wii controls are just not good enough. Like, I don't even think the Switch controls would be good enough yet. So I don't know how they could fix it if they remake it, but I loved the storyline and I loved the graphic style. I hate the controls. The controls ruin it for me. Nice, Nautical Soup. Nice, nice, nice. Mothering for Babes, I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. I worked all day. I came home and took like a 20-minute nap, sent out some business emails and stuff, and now I'm here. I'm trying something different on TikTok. I don't go live on TikTok very often, and I've been meaning to go live and just do a just chatting on TikTok, but life's been insane, and so today I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a background and show people that I'm live on YouTube. Anybody on TikTok, if you guys want to come hang out, come to TikTok, come to YouTube. And then maybe people will come here and want to chat. And maybe I'll get them going, because YouTube is usually really quiet. Thanks, big guy. I appreciate it. Figured as much as I was hoping someone else had something similar. Thank you, Robot Lives. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I don't have an answer. Like I said, I don't use music in stream except for when I'm chatting at the beginning. The rest of the time I rely on the gameplay. So I don't have a lot of information. Picked myself a week up to play some games, and getting Skyward Sword was the most regretted decision. I liked Skyward Sword. I thought Skyward Sword was really good. The controls just nearly ruined it for me. It was really, really close to being ruined because of the controls. But the storyline was so good and the graphics were so good that I pushed through. If they just fixed the controls, that game would be phenomenal. It would be a masterpiece. Well, I am glad that you stopped on in. For all of you who are new, if you guys are wondering what I do, what kind of stream I run, I am technically like a PG-13 stream, but I tend to be more family friendly. I do play a variety of games, and I'm not like a variety streamer like most Twitch streamers tend to be. Most Twitch streamers say I'm a variety streamer, and then they play Apex, Fortnite, and Warzone. All first-person shooters. I'm actually a variety streamer. I actually don't play any first-person shooters or anything competitive on here. I play a total variety. So I play Zelda. I play Mario games. I play Dark Souls. I play scary games. I'm kind of everywhere. So right now on the docket, as it may be, we have Jedi Fallen Order, Dark Souls 2, Zelda Link to the Past, and we're playing Dead Space. So I do quite a variety. I stream here on YouTube only on Thursdays, and then Monday, Tuesday, and Fridays are over on Twitch. Moa, hi, nice to see you. I'm good, how are you? Andrew Vay, they have helped in this room. I don't have enough of them. If you really want like a noticeable difference, you're gonna have to cover every single wall. But as you can tell, I have a bunch of collectibles, so it doesn't really help drastically. It helped a little bit though. I think I need to cover my ceiling still, but it's about getting the room just full of stuff. I did find that they did help, but I mean, they're kind of a pain in the butt because they keep falling off. But this isn't the, I set them up properly, but I have wallpaper on this wall here, and I haven't gotten around to taking it off, and the wallpaper is textured, so it doesn't stick very well, so they all fall off. But I did notice a difference. It's just to really notice a difference, you're gonna have to cover all your walls. And just make sure, and I'm not saying this because I don't think you know, I'm just saying this for anybody who's interested. If you're expecting it to like for you to be in the room screaming and yelling and outside nobody hearing you, that's not what they're for. They will not help you with that. What they help is just reducing like the reverb and the echo in the room. So you know that like empty room sound, they help reduce that. So it does help. They're not phenomenal, but you have to cover every single wall to really notice a difference. Do I play Gears of War? No. I wouldn't be against it, but I haven't yet. Suba Patuka, how are you, dude? How's life, man? How are things? I'm digging the new logo and the color scheme. Well, sound expensive. Jack, how are you? Okay, so I didn't understand your message, Jack, because you said the thing got broken, this is the one I got. I don't know if you meant like the one you sent me was the one that broke, or the one you sent me is the one you decided on instead of the snowball. Absolutely, Andrew. Again, they'll help, but it's not, don't expect to like walk in and be like, whoa, it's silent in here. It just dampens the sound a little bit. And like I said, you want to cover the whole ceiling and all four walls, at least in some kind of coverage, and the corners. The corners are super important. You want to cover the corners fully, and then you want to get like the ceiling and the walls as covered as you possibly can to really notice a difference. But if you're doing this for like audio recording, like if you're actually recording just like music or singing or whatever, yeah, totally do it. If you're doing it for a stream, as you can tell, there's not an immense amount of echo in my voice, and it's not really having to do with the sound panels. It's more to do with just the way that my microphone is set up and how it's close to me, and I've got a noise gate. So if you're doing it for streaming, I'd say save the money if you have interesting background. If you don't have an interesting background, it's just a plain wall. I do like the aesthetic. That was one of the main reasons I got as much as I did, is I wanted it to be on camera. You got Timmy's. Nice. I got my Timmy's mug, but it doesn't have Timmy's in it. You can see a little Timmy's logo, but it doesn't have Timmy's in it. It's got the Keurig stuff in it. Oh, it's hot. Nautical soap. So I am literally just choosing random channels. When I sit down to do one, I literally just go through my comments and start clicking channels and seeing. And if they're really, really, really early on, I won't do anything because there's a lot of work you need to do on your own before I say anything. And if they're really, really advanced, I usually won't say anything because I can't really add anything. My stream looks good, but it's not perfect. Like the stupid, this Twitter thing that I have, I need to replace that, and I haven't gotten around to it. It's not a bad game. I tried it a little bit, not enough to get into it, but I don't think that it's a bad game. I think a lot of people, especially now, have gotten used to the Zelda format, and this is so different that they don't like it. But the little bit that I played was cool. It was just hard, really hard. Yeah, Santa got this for me for Christmas. This one's a glass one, so it's good for like moments like right now where I'm sitting here and just hanging out and having coffee. But on the go, this isn't very good because one, it's glass. If I drop this thing, it's done for. And two, it actually doesn't hold the heat in that great when the room is cold. And in my car, it's cold when I'm driving to work. This thing is like room temperature by the time I get to work. Liam, thank you so much. That's really kind of you. And Mothering for Babes, thank you. That's really, really kind of you to say. I have fun with TikTok. TikTok's a lot of fun. Hi. How are you? How are you keeping? Are you keeping yourself as sane as you can? I've been seeing your TikToks with you singing and stuff. You're so awesome. I miss you. I hope you're keeping safe. Yeah, that's definitely a big part of it. The NES hardware was a huge limitation. Super excited for this all-state choir audition. I haven't made it to regions before. I'll be pretty excited to do the all-state. That's awesome, Jack. That's exciting, man. The mic is just a talk. I didn't see... No, it was the one I sent you. Like, way before. Oh, okay. I mean, it should be fine, Jack. The one you bought before should be fine. I miss you, too. I'm doing okay. You know, keeping busy, working a lot. Missing theater and singing, but even if things go back to normal, I probably won't be performing for a really long time. The Morris brothers, hello. Nice to see you, Chadley. Hello. How are you? I have their travel mug, and it does keep my coffee pretty warm. Then again, coffee doesn't spend much. See, and I'm driving on the way home, right? Or on the way to work. So I drink it, but I drink it really slowly on the way to work. And then when I'm at work, like I'm from place to place, I don't really get a chance to stop and drink it. So it goes cold by the time I get to it, and I would need like a really good mug, and I got this one, which is good enough. I drink most of it on the way, and then the rest of it just kind of gets thrown out. Timbit, nice to see you. Welcome. Camera shake intensifies. So, like the volume knob, if I remember correctly, with the Fifine one, the mute button will mute it, obviously, but I think there's actually like a... If I remember, there might be two settings. One where it like controls the volume of the overall headphones that you hear, and one that actually controls how loud the microphone is. Like you push it in and it picks what setting, if I remember correctly. If not, it'll probably just control how loud your volume is in your ears. So you can turn your headphones up and down. You like chill chatting? Yeah, we're gonna chat for a little bit. I'm gonna be trying a new game that I got sent from Deepsilver. Those are the guys that made Dead Island. They sent me a game. I did a really, really small review over on, not a review, first impressions on TikTok, but I thought I would do something dedicated here on YouTube. One, to show appreciation of them sending me something, and two, to give you guys an idea of the game that maybe you'd want to try it, and three, I thought it was interesting, so I want to try it out and see what it's like. Yeah, Jack, the microphone should be good, because Fifine, especially over the last like 3-4 months, has really, really made some waves. Like I'm hearing a lot of people talk about don't buy the Blue Snowball, instead get the Fifine microphones because they're cheaper and they sound just as good. And usually have a little bit more feature to them. Oh, nice, Morris Brothers. Yeah, I remember you mentioning you were gonna go, but I haven't seen you since then. I'm glad that it was nothing. Vortex. So I do really, really, really like Doritos, but the jalapeno Cheetos are just, oh, they're my jam, man. Those are my, I love those. You tend to be pretty random even as a chatter. Random can be good. Keeps things interesting. Oh, so there's a company, Tara, called Fifine. Fifine. I was supposed to work with them, but they couldn't ship the microphone they needed reviewed to Canada. They were doing an American, I can't remember what they call it, but like, they were concentrating on advertising in the States, and they thought I was American, and so they offered to send me a microphone and a campaign, but their campaign didn't cover Canada, so they couldn't send me something, and they had offered for me to buy it and they would pay me back, but then the microphone they wanted me doesn't sell in Canada either. So we decided that when they do a campaign in Canada, then they'll contact me and we'll try it again. But Fifine, they have been making a lot of really cheap microphones, and they seem to be doing really well for the price, right? Like, even if you get like a year's use out of them and they break, for $30 for a year for a decent microphone that sounds just as good as the Blue Snowball, I think that's a pretty good buy. You did a review for them a few years back, decent stuff. Yeah, like obviously it's not going to be like a Rode Pod mic or anything, but for $30, the Blue Snow, at least in Canada, the Blue Snowball is like 60 or 70. So for half the price and you get pretty close to the same quality, why not? Yours was 60, I think, because you went for one of the fancier ones. Chef, how you doing, man? I'm doing really well, just here hanging out. Do you stress against the hammer? Well, I mean, I move my microphone a lot. I'm constantly moving my microphone. So for a cheap microphone, especially like if it's one on a stand on your desk and you're constantly like moving it around, you could easily break it, right? Yeah, nice as a first time or a starter mic, because that's the other thing that I'm really, really big on is you get a lot of streamers who are going to start off, and I'm not talking like old school streamers, they almost always learn their lesson. I did, but you get a lot of new streamers that start up and they start buying really expensive stuff. Like I've seen some people on TikTok that have like less than 500 followers on TikTok. I go to their Twitch and they've got like 150 followers and they've got a Shure SM7B. Like, what do you need a $500 microphone for when you're just starting out? The vast majority of streamers quit streaming after 2 years because it's just not for them. And $500 for something that you're going to do for a short term is not, it's not really a wise investment. Spend 30 bucks on a cheap, you know, a cheap Chinese microphone that's going to sound decent, add some filters to it and you're going to be good. And then if you like it and you want to set up a more serious stream, then spend the money later on. It's not a monitor, it's an arcade. And right now it's got Strider playing in the background. This weekend, still missing a few things for your PC. Yeah, so another piece of advice, don't, somebody else said this and I'm gonna steal it. I wanna say it was Nightwolf that said this. He's another awesome TikToker, guys. But don't compare your first step to my fourth or fifth step. I've been doing this for 5 years. This stream setup was not like this. Even 6 months ago, it wasn't this nice. And 4 years ago when I started, this wasn't it at all. Like, this was nowhere near what it was. I've slowly built up. I eventually showed some collection in the background, but it was like one shelf, half the size of one of these shelves. So like where my finger is basically as high as it was, and it was just a few things on it. I slowly built up to it. So work on what you can, do what you can, but don't worry if you feel like it's not good enough, because we all start somewhere. It's better to build a community than to have a good looking stream. Strider is great. Strider is really great. Thanks, man. I try to go for like a more, I don't know, just like my lighting. I've worked really, really hard on getting my lighting right. This ring light that I have here, obviously it's for this like highlight, but it's not high enough and a little behind the scenes. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but it's on a step stool, and I've got it like on the step stool so it would be high enough so it would actually like shine down on me to highlight me. But I've been working on the lighting. It's really close to what I want. Not 100%, but like 95% of the way there. I do it in small boy capacity. Almost a decade ago. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing online stuff for 6 years. And then I started streaming 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago now. In March, it'll be 5 years. And then I was really, really casual about it because I was really serious at the beginning, and then a bunch of stuff got in the way in life and I couldn't keep up. And so I was super casual about it until about a year ago almost, where I really buckled down and started working hard and have been, you know, trying to make everything look good. Ginger, how's it going, man? How are you? Oh, tech issues, man. Tech issues. Where did I get this? So I'm in Canada, and I don't know if this store exists in the States, but it's a store called Spencer's. They sell a lot of like adult novelty stuff, not adult toys. I mean, they do sell those, but that's not what their store is about. It's just like adult novelty stuff, like the FBI, Federal Booby Inspector, and like, I don't know, stuff about drinking and partying and stuff like that, or like candies that are shaped like phallic symbols. It's one of those stores, and then they have like a bunch of nerd stuff in there. So they have like TV show shirts and hats from like different video games and stuff, and then they had this. So this was the very first gaming hat I bought for the stream, and I've been keeping it forever. TikTok says that's December. Nice, man, nice. My current setup, I have it on top of my dresser, so yes, I feel you and understand. And that's all that matters. Mothering, that's all that matters is do it because you love it. Eventually if things go well, you can start upgrading. I just see too many people buy stuff and put themselves in a really, really deep rut with like the money they've spent, and then they feel like they have to stream because they have to like justify spending all that money, and then they realize they don't like streaming, so then they become very miserable. And it doesn't just affect the stream, like they in their own life they become miserable that they spent all this money on stuff for something that they're not succeeding in, and they're not succeeding because they're not enjoying it, and they can't walk away because they spent, you know, $2,000 on a setup. Yeah, you don't put yourself in a hole. Retro, Big E, Big Rob, and so Corporate Brit. I have been on YouTube since the start. YouTube was my home. That's where I built everything. And then I moved away, went to Twitch when YouTube added all like the COPPA deal stuff that was going on in the States. And because I'm in Canada, anything that affects the States affects us drastically. And so I wasn't sure what was going to happen. So I moved over to Twitch, almost like a restart, because my channel, the algorithm hated it. And so I moved over to Twitch to kind of restart. And now I'm kind of sitting here going, I miss YouTube. I have more support on Twitch, but TikTok built that support. But I miss YouTube, and financially YouTube just makes more sense. Big E just made a video about it, and financially YouTube has always been better, but because I had more support on Twitch, the paycheck was better on Twitch, but with less support I was very close on YouTube too. You know the store you'll be going to all the time from now on. Yeah, so because YouTube takes 30% of whatever you do on YouTube. And here's the thing. It's not easy for people to use Super Chat, and it's not easy for people to sponsor on YouTube. So they're more likely to use the PayPal link, which PayPal takes next to nothing from you. So on Twitch, somebody gives a $5 sub, and you get $250 out of it, but then there's also fees involved, right? So you actually get less than $250, less than $250 American, or whatever that would be in everybody's currency. But on YouTube, the same sub, let's say for $5, they only take 30%, so you end up with more money. And then a lot of them are going to be too lazy to do it through YouTube, so they're going to go through your PayPal and do the $5 that way, and you're going to end up with like $4.75 or whatever the rate is on PayPal. So YouTube in turn comes out to be better. YouTube also saves your VODs indefinitely, so I still have my very first stream ever on YouTube, and I don't have any of my streams from Twitch from over 2 weeks ago, which is a real big bummer. There's also the algorithm on YouTube, which helps with discoverability. It's not great, but it's better than Twitch. So there's a lot of benefits to YouTube. YouTube also has its drawbacks, like the streaming tools are really hidden and they're awkward to find. Once you get them, they're easy to do, but eventually, but at the beginning, it's really complicated to get started. But you can use thumbnails, which can catch people's eyes and bring them over to your channel. The algorithm can push you forward. But the other downside is their quality isn't as good. Like right now, I'm streaming out at 85,000, and it looks as good as it does on Twitch when I'm streaming out at 4,500. So, or 85,000, 8,500 versus 4,500, almost double, in order to get the quality to be about the same. So that's kind of a big bummer with YouTube. And then the lack of tools, right? Like all of the different extensions that Twitch has, YouTube doesn't have them. Raids are completely null and void on YouTube, which is a huge pain in the butt, especially when you go to raid somebody and all you're doing is just posting a link and you're hoping people will click it, and some people are on their phone so the link won't work, and then some people go on the link and then they start spamming raid, and then the streamer may not know what a raid is, and then they just start banning everybody, and it's just that's not so easy on YouTube. And if the algorithm doesn't like you on YouTube, you're gonna pay for it, and that's what happened to me. Yeah, YouTube is really, really clunky to navigate around for streaming. Twitchmageddon. Yeah, the DMCA thing is a huge deal. It's definitely a huge deal. How do you suggest getting your name out there? Other platforms like TikTok? Yeah, that's the only way to get your name out there. That's the only way, because Twitch is not going to get your name out. Because you're only on anybody's radar when you're live. And when there are thousands of people live at the same time as you, it's impossible to get seen. You're gonna get seen, but the return rate is so small. I talked about this, and I've said it multiple times, and everybody like Corporate Brit is gonna say the same thing to you. The work you put into it is not going to be a good return versus the work you would put into like TikTok and Twitter and Instagram and all that. I did the math with one guy who was boasting about how he only streams and he doesn't care about any other platform, and he's growing great. And he was very aggressive about it when I was telling him that he's wrong. And his whole, like, his big moment was when he got 12 follows in one stream, which is great. It's actually a really good number to get. But are my alerts off? No, my alerts are on. Okay, just making sure. But he was streaming about 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. So just rounded off to 40 hours a week he was streaming. And he had been doing it for 6 months. And then I went and looked at his numbers, and he had 80 followers in total in 6 months. 80 followers. That's 20 followers a month. In 6 months, the same 6 months, I gained over 2,000 followers, and I was streaming 12 hours a week. 12 hours a week versus 40 hours a week, I was working a heck of a lot less than he was. And I was spending time on Twitch and YouTube and all that, and I got way, way, way more followers than him. And he argued with me about it. It's way smarter to make yourself noticed on other platforms and make them want to come over to you. Now, that being said, don't think that every follower on Twitch or TikTok is going to come over to Twitch. I've got almost 70,000 over on TikTok. I've got 3,000, almost 3,000 on Twitch. So you're going to get a small percentage, but it's better than just floundering on Twitch and hoping that people will see you. You have the fear of starting from zero again. You remember that guy? Yeah, it's just like, it's mathematically, it just makes more sense to do it this way. Because yeah, like, again, the other number that I use is, imagine there's 24 hours in a day, you stream for 10 hours a day. Well, there's 14 hours you're not streaming in a day, and you're only discoverable for those 14 hours. What about the other 10 hours, the other 10 hours that you haven't, or the other 14 hours that you haven't done anything? No one knows you exist. No, nobody's picking random streamers who are offline. I don't even know how to find a random streamer that's offline to check their content to see if I like them. Nobody is doing that. So you're not going to be found when you're not live. And you have a life. I mean, right now, not a lot of us do because we're kind of stuck. But, you know, you got to go and groceries or school or work or spend time with your family or sleep. And you're losing opportunities there. Whereas, like, I do a TikTok, I spend a couple of hours working on TikTok every night. I go to sleep and I've got a bunch of new followers from the work I did on TikTok. So it just makes more sense. It just makes more sense. It's 3 or nothing. I'm going to be doing about 4 from now on. I'm going to try to push for 4. But yeah, you want to go from 3 to 6. You don't want to go past 6 really, unless it's your full-time job and you're putting on like a really good show or a special event. But you get these people that stream. There was a guy that I knew that was streaming twice a day, about 6-7 hours every time. And he was streaming every day. Like, that's an insane amount of time to be spending in front of your computer. Not to mention the health concerns. Like, he's going to die of a blood clot. And that's not a joke. Like, those are extremely serious. Yeah, it's a pain. Yeah, that's definitely a benefit to Twitch, is that they can have that minimum window so you can actually do other stuff. That's a huge pain. There's definitely drawbacks to YouTube. And like you were saying, starting from scratch, that can be really hard. You know, when I moved from YouTube over to Twitch, I had 2,700 followers on YouTube, almost 2,800. I had lost a bunch. But going from that to 0 people, I had 100 on Twitch because I did Twitch for I did Twitch and YouTube at the same time for about 2 months. So I was able to get 100 on Twitch. And going from, you know, that to Twitch and starting all over again and not knowing anybody and rebuilding a community. The community on YouTube is very, very, very different than the community on Twitch. There's a very different mentality on YouTube, I have found. There are definitely people who take it more seriously on YouTube, but the vast majority of people on YouTube tend to be more easygoing, more laid back. They don't really think the way that Twitch streamers tend to think. Yeah, you could get a standing desk, but vast majority of streamers aren't going to do that when they start. $500 for a desk is a big ask for somebody who's just starting, right? Yeah, Discord can definitely help to build community. Yeah, the mom life limits how much you can do. Like, I've got the dad life, but I've got the mom that kind of takes care of the child while I'm doing all this. But yeah, 3 to 6 hours is like the sweet spot, right? Any more than 6 and you start seeing diminishing returns. There was this great thing that Harris Heller did where it's like after about 6 hours, diminishing returns until you reach the 24-hour mark, and that's when things start to pick up again because you're back to where you started. But those are only special event streams. Yeah, more creatives on YouTube, and I don't know, like everybody I spoke to on YouTube wanted to grow, wanted to make money and all that, but there was a lot less thought about outside of YouTube. Like, nobody was posting content anywhere else. They all had a Twitter, but there wasn't really that push to like grow and connect outside of YouTube. Like, I rarely heard of streamers doing partnerships. I never got contacted for partnerships, and for a while there I was doing really well on YouTube, and I never got contacted. I've been doing well on Twitch for a few months now, and I'm getting an email from some kind of sponsorship deal at least once a week now. If I'm at my desk or for too long, I just get out of my chair. Half standing is better than nothing, right? No, you'd actually want to fully stand, because the problem is the bend in your hips and the bend in your knees. Mostly the bend in your knees. That's the huge concern. Nice, Nautical Soap, nice. Yeah, so basically, Andrew, the whole point is when you're sitting, your heart is working a lot harder to pump the blood down to your feet and back out. The back out is the big problem. And so they want you to stand up, because if you're not standing, the blood can't flow as easily. They also sell pressure socks that you can wear, but it's suggested that maybe every like hour to hour and a half you stand up, even just for like a minute or two. So I'm in the process of trying to save up for a standing desk. Finances have kind of become a problem right now, but I'm hoping to save up for a standing desk so I can stand, because I sit at work most of the day. So this is like, I'm like the epitome of doing the most unhealthy thing I can. You applied for the Deep Silver? Nice, man, nice. Yeah, they got back to me really quickly. They went and they answered me after about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. And then they sent me the game code for the game we're going to play today, which is awesome. I'm really hoping I get more of a chance. That's why we're going to play the game today, because I want to show them that I'm appreciative of what they sent. I want to show you guys what they sent, and you know, it's awesome. You got your standing desk the second you got your internship. Oh, why'd the music stop? Music, why'd you stop? Of course, keep watching. Well, I mean, I was almost a nurse, so I have all the advice when it comes to healthcare, and I still work in healthcare now, but I haven't been able to afford a standing desk. And when I started streaming, I didn't sit. I had a job where I was on my feet all day long, and it was very, very active, and so it was great. But over the last year or so, things have changed, and then over the last 8 months, I am now commuting to work. And so it's a 2-hour commute, so I'm sitting in the car for 2 hours to get to work. And then I'm doing a lot of physical work once in a while at work, and a lot of the time I'm literally just sitting there. And so there's a lot of sitting happening now, which wasn't before. And so when I would stand on my feet all day and come to sit for a few hours, it wasn't a big deal. Now I sit all day and I come sit here. I definitely need a standing desk. They're just not cheap. Nice, nautical soap, nice. Do as I say, not as I do. Exactly. Nice, nautical soap. All right, guys, so I guess we're gonna get started. We're gonna play this game. I played a little bit of it. I checked it out, and I did a quick TikTok on it. It seemed fun. I don't know if it's gonna be everybody's cup of tea. And like I said right at the top, if it doesn't really hold my attention, then we'll move on. But I want to try it. I want to give it a better shake than what I did for the video, and just give it some time and maybe show you guys a game that might interest you. It's like $35 Canadian right now on Steam and on Epic, but it's also on the Switch, it's also on the PS4, and it's on the Xbox One. So pretty much on every platform, and it's cool. I think it's cool. Did I call you soup? Oops, sorry. It might be on the iFridge. It might be on the iFridge. I haven't checked. I don't own an iFridge. I haven't made it yet. I haven't made it until I have an iFridge, guys. So that's gonna be the next goal. You know how most people are like, my next goal is to become Twitch partner? My next goal is to have an iFridge. Okay, control here. Let's stop this music. Thank you, Harris Heller, for your music. You're awesome. And then turn up the game. Okay, volume should be okay. Let me make sure that we are here. I don't know if it's gonna show up on screen. Is it gonna show up on screen? No, it's not. Okay. I don't like display capture. Okay, I hope this works. Haha! Exactly, I know what my priorities are. That's how I became famous, guys. Oh man, okay, where is it? Right here. And then fit to window. You guys can tell how professional I am as a streamer. There we go, that's better. And I am off center. Nice. That's better. Hi, Jack. See me now? Cereal is not a soup. Learning from the best. Yes, you guys will be super famous. Hi, guys. Anybody that's over on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube. Come hang out. Okay, new game. It's literally the same thing, but with milk. Saviors of the great ages of soil, binding, chaos, and quiet, they shaped the world. They birthed all between the soil and sky, and their right upon the world was as immovable as the mountains. As new life grew in the Garden of Creation, there was a price to be paid by those that wished to tread the soil. See you later, nautical soap. Worship your gods, pledge the oath of fealty, and serve our might, or see the gift of life taken back. But fealty would never be enough for such callous minds, and the vile demands grew with each passing year. The first seeds of uprising grew from only a handful of clans, but the world quickly took root. From the moors, the glens, the lakes, and the forests, one message traveled, the winds unchanged. These are our gods no more! Hundredfold and stretching as far as the eyes could see, a great fleet was formed, with every man and woman that could muster a blade. The Vassal revolt set sail for forbidden lands, to change their gods, to end the suffering of fealty and begin a new age. The gods never showed themselves, but demonstrated their fury with thunderous waves. Wood splintered and bones broke as bodies spiraled like leaves in an autumn storm. Screams were stolen by the winds and bodies swallowed by the waters beneath. A massacre of 10,000 souls, each life a song that would never be sung again. Hamilton, how's it going? I'm over on YouTube, guys. If you guys want to come hang out at YouTube. Vowing to fight for their freedom, they knew the cost, while many will perish. Gods will fall. Alright, so I played the beginning of this, guys. Basically, I can control this whole group of mercenaries that are going to kill gods, and we're just going to go into caves and find stuff in the caves, I guess. I like the graphic style. I think the graphic style is pretty cool. I'm with Jack on this one, which is really rare. Maybe I'm getting sick, but I'm with Jack on this one. They are, Jack. Don't make me change my mind, dude. Don't make me change my mind. I was with you for a second there. Don't make me change my mind. Kelmy, how's it going? How are you? How are things? Not even a foot tall. So, my biggest gripe with this game when I tried it out is look how slow the movement is. I get they were going for realism, but it's just a little bit too slow. When it's all cartoony, they should move a little bit faster. Now I can run. This movement feels a lot more accurate. Whatever you say. I'm glad you're good. Anything exciting going on today? The ocean is not a soup, agreed. Cereal's not a soup. Not even a cold soup, which exists in my opinion. But if you warm up cereal, I've seen people warm up their cereal. That's how small you are. As a Latino, I am fairly tall, but overall, I'm not the tallest person. Like, I did a show once where I had to wear heels for the whole show. Uh-oh. And ironically, I was still the shortest guy on stage, and none of the other guys were wearing heels except for me. Warm cereal? Yeah. Some people do warm cereal. I don't know, man. Don't ask me. People do weird stuff. How tall am I? I'm 5'11". Then you have oatmeal. Something on its own, or gross cereal. I'm 4'3". Don't tell them my secrets, Jack. Tell them my secrets, man. I want everybody to think I'm super tall. But if I go too unrealistically, like 7'8", nobody would believe me. Ow! Chaparrita, I'm proud. Oh, dodge at the enemy. It's not working. My reflexes suck. It's very realistic. What are you talking about? It's true. It is realistic. That is very true. My mom was 7'8". It's not working. There it is. Bluego, how's it going? Welcome. Who's going? Who's going where? Something happened. The game glitched. Oh, jumping and pressing. There we go. Oh, I lit him on fire. So this is where my demo took place, though the recording I did took place on TikTok. Ow. Nice, Jack. I hope you end up liking the microphone. Bye. He walks into the cave, walks out, everybody cheers for him. How much you want to bet that there's going to be one of them that walks into the cave and literally just walks out and does nothing? So Ginger, you have now had a little bit of time to kind of I can't remember what the word I'm trying to use is, but like almost like fester but positive. Oh, the gods on this isle vary greatly in strength, recognizing which is most vulnerable and which should be left for when the party is strongest is down to you. Now that you've been sitting and relaxing, kind of I want to say festering, but a positive version of festering, how have you been feeling about streaming? And he went, wee. So mothering, you said chaparrita, so where are you from? Okay. I just used him. Let's try this guy. You are from Colombia learning English, and part of the course our teacher tell us who is a going as a greeting. Oh, it's not who is a going. No se dice who is a going, se dice how is it going. From Mexico. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I was super bummed about canceling last night, but I really think I'm gonna enjoy it. I will say streaming to nobody can be hard. Yes. It can be, dude. It can be. And there have been many, 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 many streams that I've had to do it to nobody. And it's It can be really disheartening, especially when you're like an hour in and nobody. That's usually when I found it to be the hardest. The first like hour I could handle okay, but once you're an hour in and you're tiring yourself out trying to keep the entertainment going and nobody's watching, or somebody pops in and they're not talking and you're just like, I don't know what to say and I don't know what to do. It can be really hard. It can be really, really hard, dude. But just try to remind yourself we've all been there. You know, like right now I'm here on the tubes of the U. I don't even know how many I have watching me. Oops. I don't even know. So there's 9 people watching me, when on Twitch, on average, we're sitting at 26. So there's way, way less here, and even that can be really disheartening. But we've all been there, you know? And even though I've got 9 people right now, there was many, many, many streams where I had nobody. Even after having 2,000 people here on YouTube, where I had nobody watching me. Yeah, there's a huge, huge value to the 1 or 2 people, because normally the 1 or 2 who stick around at the very beginning are the 1 or 2 that will be there long term. Like for me, Nikki, the moderator I have, she's been here from the start. She's been here. I had been streaming for about 2 months when she popped up, and she's been here ever since. There was another guy, Penguin. I can't remember what his full name was. I remember it had Penguin in his name. He stuck around forever with me, and then when I moved to Twitch, he didn't come, and now I haven't seen him ever since. But there's a few of them that have been here from the ground floor, and they still pop in to say hi. And so those are the people that really mean a lot, because they were there to see you grow. But it can be disheartening when you see somebody with, you know, 15 people chatting and the chat's going, and then you've got 2, and most people can't sit at the stream the whole time. So when they leave, it's just you and silence, and it can be really disheartening sometimes. I don't listen to a lot of music, but I used to play in a cumbia band. You dislike the viewer counts? Yeah, I almost never keep it open. I don't like knowing how many I have, for that reason in particular, because on YouTube... Sorry guys, drinking coffee, it's making me feel... Ugh. Because on YouTube, I get way less than I get on Twitch. And so I try not to look at the numbers. Plus on Twitch, there are times where I'm at like 40 and it's awesome, and then it drops down to like 15, and it just goes up and down all day, the whole stream. So I try not to look at it at all, just to keep myself sane. But I know at the beginning it's really hard not to, because you want to know if anybody's watching you. One of the first people to ever message me in a stream had recently been co-signed to a wheelchair. That's amazing. That's really amazing, Azure. That's super, super amazing. Castle TV, how's it going, man? How are you? You just got caught up in school? Well, Jack, school is definitely more important. Streaming is cool. There's a lot of like fun stuff to be said for streaming. But I've had a few kids come in that are around your age, and I don't mean kids in a condescending way. I know you're going to take it that way. I don't mean it that way, but like a few young people who are still in school, and they've asked me if I think they should quit school and dedicate themselves to streaming, and it's like, no. And the thing is, if you're looking to grow a stream, it's going to get in the way. And you have a big passion for music, you will be happier with music. So you can stream whenever. There's no timeline on this, right? But there's only one chance to really shape your voice at a young age, and I don't want you to miss out on that, you know? Yeah, absolutely, Asher. Marcus, hello. You lost your sense of taste, so you started watching my stream? That was a good one. That was at least creative, man. That was at least creative, you know? That was at least creative. I'll give you that. I will give you that. Anyone who wants to try streaming should start as a hobby. Do it for a bit, see if they want to do it long term. Exactly, exactly. And again, even if you want to do it, it doesn't mean you're going to succeed. And that's one of the things that I think a lot of people don't realize is you see a lot of average Joes who become famous and make tons of money doing this, but they don't realize that they are the few and far between. There are millions of people streaming right now, and the vast majority are streaming to less people than I am right now. And so most people have this dream of becoming this famous streamer and whatever, and it's like, no, do it as a hobby, do it for fun. If it happens to blow up into something, great, but don't hope for that, because it probably won't happen. What is this thing? Ow! Woo! I'm such a bad mod. Jack, I wasn't sure if he was making a joke about what Azure was saying about the person in the wheelchair and like trying to be funny, and then I read it again and I was like, no, they're saying that they have no taste, so they're watching me because they have no taste, and this show is only worth watching if you have no taste. It totally did. It totally did. Yeah, streaming should really be something you do for fun. It should not be something that you do to try to make money. There's so many better ways to make money out there. Castle, that's really, really kind of you to say. That's really nice of you to say. Yeah. I'm trying to just like spare people the headache of the things I've had to learn over the years, because it's the gods draw strength from the enslaved vessels and foul creatures that inhabit their domain. Kill enemies to weaken the god. Oh, okay. You know, I made a lot of mistakes learning how to stream, and I'm trying to like help people avoid some of those mistakes. Whether it's a technical mistake or it's like just a more mental mistake that you would make. That's right. That's right, Lugo. Like selling your kidney like I'm going to. Oh, man. Do you love the deep god voice? I always wanted to be a voice actor, so I studied theater. I'm a classically trained actor, and I love it. But I've always wanted to do voiceovers for like cartoons and stuff. And this is like the closest I can get, so I try to have fun with it. A get out of debt free card, exactly. Yeah, trial and error was definitely the best way to learn. But it wasted a lot of time for me. Like, I've been doing this for 4 years, and I gained 2,700 in total. I gained like 2,000, almost 3,000 followers, 2,920 followers on YouTube here before I ever started really concentrating on this properly. But with those 2,000 and something, my viewer count was still only like 15, and I didn't get any brand deals. I didn't get any connections with anybody. I've got almost the same number on Twitch now in a far quicker time. It took me 2 years to get to the almost 3,000 on YouTube. It's taken me 6 months on Twitch, and I've gotten brand deals offered to me a lot, and I'm in the process of working out 3 of them right now. And like and this is part of the brand deal that I got for one of them. And so it's like, it's pretty cool once you learn what to do. I'm just trying to save people the 2 years. There's going to be mistakes you're going to make no matter what, because some people are not going to listen to me. But I'm just trying to save some people some headache, because there's stuff that can go wrong and you're just like, I really wish I would have known this at the start. These are like candle people. What are these things? Juan, how's it going? It has been a while. How are you? So for anybody who is joining, this is Gods Will Fall. It was created by Clever Beans, developed by Clever Beans, but it is from Deepsilver. And Deepsilver sent me this. And I am doing this review for you guys. Not review, this like gameplay thing for you guys to kind of see the game. If you guys would be interested in it. I'm really liking this. It's a little bit slow in the walking, but I love the graphic style. I'm actually really enjoying this game. It's all the healthy and exciting. Yeah, no, I'm fine with people doing whatever they want. That's why I do like a whole range of different types of tips, like what you can do on OBS, because sometimes there are things that you're like, oh, that's how I get this thing I've been thinking about to work. And then I try to do some that are more, you know, don't waste your time doing this, instead do this, because somebody somewhere will listen to one of those pieces of advice. Some people might take on everything. Some people will ignore everything. Where it gets frustrating for me as a TikToker is where I will give a piece of advice and somebody will argue with me about that piece of advice because of their one single experience, and they will act as if their single experience is indicative of what actually works or doesn't. Like that guy that I was talking about arguing with me about streaming for 12 hours a day. Or like somebody will argue with me about like microphones. I had a guy argue with me about a microphone and his argument was a complete lie, which he proved really quickly. And that part can be really, really frustrating because they're giving bad advice to people and they don't realize that there are people out there who are going to listen to them and burn themselves because they listen to the wrong person. You know what I mean? No multiplayer. I think this game would be amazing with multiplayer. I don't really know why there is no multiplayer. Yeah. Okay, so I can't hit those guys. Taking all the notes. There's a lot. There's definitely a lot that you can say on what you should do and shouldn't do as a streamer, where you should concentrate, where you should spend your money, and it all slightly depends on who you are too, right? Yeah, this game would be really fun with a two-player, like split screen style, not split screen, but like on the same screen, co-op. Online it would be really fun too. But if this had like couch co-op, this would be amazing. Get out of here. There's always an exception, yeah? Hard to fight them. Yeah, well, some of them do. Some of them don't. Because some of them think they know it already. And so they just won't learn because they don't think they need to learn anything. You know, like a certain somebody who's been streaming for 3 months and knows everything there is to know about streaming. Okay. I've only killed, like, what would that be? That's 1/3 of the front bar, so... yeah, like no. So if that's 1/3, 1/6 of the bad guys. Yeah. Hey. The osteal spirals are a tribute to the strength of the sinew. Great dolmen towers held aloft. I couldn't read the rest. I ran out of time. Oh, Ginger Gamer. Yeah, there's always something to learn. There's always something to learn. Like, I've been doing this for 4 years, and every day there's still something that I go, oh, I didn't even think about that. I had no idea. Or, oh, I didn't even know that that was a possibility on here. Okay, how do I check my map? Can I, like, destroy this or something? Hidden Warrior, how's it going? Welcome. No problem, Mothering. No problem. I don't know how to check my map. And the really nice thing about Twitch Talk is there are a lot of different streamers over there, so there's a lot of different experiences you can learn from, which is great because there are things that I've never experienced or tools that I will never ever take advantage of because I don't stream certain games, right? Like, I've seen some really cool advice for like replays and stuff, and I think they're really, really great tools, except I've never used them or even looked for them because I don't play competitive games, so replays aren't really a big thing to me. I don't know where I'm going. I'm a little bit lost. I'm a little bit lost. TikTok is having a really hard time keeping me on camera because the microphone's in the way. TikTok doesn't know where to like put me or like how to see me. What if I put me over there? That kind of helps. Glenn the Weeb, how's it going? I'm over on YouTube if you do want to come hang out. I'm playing on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, everybody's views have definitely dropped on TikTok. I don't know what's happening. There's a bunch of TikTok gurus that are talking about how, like, they're showing it to different people and the views are still the same. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. But they're a pretty big deal to me. But, like, my numbers have dropped quite a bit. Now, there are some people that have actually gone up. I know Kyle Driver was telling me his views have really gone up. He's been blowing up. Kyle Driver's been really blowing up. But most people that I've talked to, their views are down. Like even my comedy sketches that I've been doing, I'm lucky to break like 20,000 views on them after like a week, when they used to get 20,000 views in one night. Yeah, you noticed that too? Whitewood makes its way homeward across the sea of time to the Dolmen shores. Those that fail the offering shall be punished. No, Hidden Warrior, it's not even my part-time. I'm trying to make it at least a part-time job. It would be really nice to make it a part-time job, but right now it's almost just a hobby. I make a little bit of money, but not anywhere near enough to call this a job yet. I treat it like it is, though, because I do want to take this seriously. Like, I do want to make it into something, so I treat it like a job. Yeah, see, and I don't have access to the creator program anyway, because I'm Canadian, so I don't have access to it, and so my numbers are just down. Kyle makes, like, A-class content, though. Kyle's content is great. Is this a boss fight? Are we doing a boss right now? I died! Does he die? Does he die permanently? Popcorn Girl, how you doing? I'm on YouTube if you're interested to come hang out. Your views have been going up? Yeah, Canada's exempt. Having failed in battle, Finian now lay trapped in the realm beyond. So is he dead for good then? Is he dead forever? Thank you, Azure. No, I think Kyle's awesome. He's a really, really kind guy. He's good at what he does. So he plays competitive first-person shooters, which there's a lot to be said. Kyle plays first-person competitive shooters, which are very, very, very popular on Twitch, so that helps him. He's also good at them, so that helps him. He also enjoys them, so that helps him. And he's playing one style of game and mostly one game in general, so that helps retain a lot of viewers. Whereas I am very much on the opposite, like polar opposite realm of streaming. I don't play the same game every stream. I don't play any competitive games. I don't play anything that's overly popular. I'm constantly changing what I'm playing. So that really pushes away viewers. So the viewers have to stay for me and not really the game. So I'm absolutely on the polar opposite of him, and I'm going to have to struggle harder than he ever will. But he is very good at what he does. So I'm sure that if he one day burns out and wants to play something else, he's going to have a really solid base underneath him. He's somebody that a lot of people need to watch out for, because he's making moves. And from the start, I've noticed that he's very much business oriented in what he's doing. So at the start, he had a bit of a slower takeoff, and now he's blowing up. That's a guy people need to watch out for. Absolutely, he needs to watch out for. I wonder, Chadley, it said that he's being held in the realm. So my guess is maybe there's a way to like revive them or bring them back from the realm, maybe. You like variety streamers? I like variety streamers too. I get way too bored of video games, and I really dislike Call of Duty style games and competitive games like Fortnite. So for me, those aren't even on the map for me to play. But you know, everybody has their own take. I like it. Loretta, hello. How are you? Haha. Yeah, and you know, when it comes to streaming, it's about having fun, obviously, but you have to be smart too, right? Like, I know I am fighting an uphill battle. And I didn't mean that in a way of like, well, Kyle's taking the easy route. No. I wouldn't be able to take Kyle's route. I would fail miserably in Kyle's route. It's not an easy route because I couldn't play the same game every day. I would drive myself insane doing that. It takes a very special person to play the same game every single day. But it has its benefits, right? Like the benefit of having the same viewers come because they're interested in the game you're playing. Whereas for me, I play a variety of stuff, so my viewers may not be interested when I play my scary game if they've been watching me play Zelda. But that being said, my benefit is I don't burn out, because I can play a variety of games every day, which really helps. I can also attract a variety of people to the stream who are going to stick for me. So whenever I play whatever I play, they're always there. Whereas if one day Kyle changes, some people may not be there for him and only for the gameplay, and they won't come back when he plays something different, which that just happened to somebody else who streams. They were playing one game, they got burnt out, started playing another one, and their viewership tanked. And it was because most of the people were there for the gameplay. They weren't really there for them. Mothering, welcome back. I just like seeing and meeting nice people. If you're not having fun, you'll burn out 100%. That's the wrong way to go. Exactly, Azure. So like my numbers vary, but they're fairly steady. But there are some people that like, there's one person, like I was saying, that just changed, and they went from like 40 to 50 average viewers down to like 15 because they switched the game, and it was very hard on them mentally. They're good streamers, they have good quality content and everything, but their viewers were there for the game and not strictly for them. Whereas most of my viewers are here for me. They don't really care what I play. I have the same faces coming in. Tara comes in all the time. Loretta comes in all the time. Chadley comes in all the time. Chadley's also a streamer here on YouTube and on Twitch, guys, so you guys should check him out because he's awesome. But you know, I have the same faces coming in and out, which is really nice. But it's a much harder hill to climb because I don't have that steady gameplay what people would be interested in. They're so competitive, but the competitive side is more popular and platform is much bigger, so it's personal. Yeah, it's definitely personal preference. A big part of it. Like, I don't watch anything competitive, and that's the hard part because I like guys like Kyle and everything, and I'll pop in to like help with the viewer count and stuff, and I'll chat a little bit sometimes, but I really hate those games. Like, I hate those games. It's not even like they're not really for me. No, like I can't stand watching them. I hate them. And so it's really hard because I really like Kyle, or I really like and I hate the game. So for me, it's like I'll come in and I'll say hi, but I just find it so boring. And it sucks because I want to support these people, and I do as much as I can, but I just don't have fun watching that, right? And it's the same for other viewers that watch me. But overall popularity, yeah, those are the games that are hot. Those are the games people want to watch. Leo Gaming, welcome. How are you? I hear Jack, we were forgotten. I didn't hear Jack. It's true. You guys are definitely always here. Jack is always a pain in the butt. He's like the pimple you get on your butt cheek. You forget about it when you're standing around and you sit down. It's like, oh, it's still there. That's Jack. Hidden Warrior, I appreciate that. And that's it, right? Like right now, I'm playing a game that's not super popular. I've got like 10 people watching. But I'm playing it because it's a brand new game. It was sent to me through the creator program from Deepsilver. And so I wanted to play it to kind of show you guys this game and kind of, you know, show Deepsilver that I appreciate that they sent me this. I want you guys to see it, and if somebody ends up buying it, then awesome. Like, they got their money's worth by sending it to me. It's very accurate. Glenn, thank you so much for coming over from the TikTok live. How are you today? I'm sorry if you said hi over there. I'm not watching it. That's why I have the sign up behind me so people can kind of see that I'm live and not feel bad if I don't answer them, and then maybe come hang out where I can actually see the chat. I can't even zoom myself out. That's a bummer. Did you call me a pimple? Not only a pimple, Jack. Not only a pimple. I called you a pimple on my butt. The spider near me? Do I have a spider near me? Oh god. I don't have a spider near me, but I do have a Spider-Man hanging up there. I did. I switched scenes just so Jack could see it more close up. I need to set up... Oh yeah, I didn't switch to the right one. I need to set up like a zoom in face when I say stuff like that. Yes, Castle. Technically I still like the last show I did was right before COVID hit. Like literally right before COVID hit. My show ended in February. Like right at the beginning of February our show ended, and then we went on lockdown in March. That was the show that I did, the last show that I did. I was like deathly ill. I'm still convinced that I had COVID. I don't know if I did, but I was deathly ill during the run, which was like the last week of February, I think, or mid-February. Really sick, like horrendously sick. And then everybody in the cast got really sick. And then we had the lockdown like immediately after that. I remember we were sitting backstage. I was downstairs while the show was going on because I only went on a few times for the show, and I was downstairs and I was reading about the lockdown in China, and people were getting, you know, sprayed and dragged into their homes and stuff. Leo, I pop into Discord as much as I can, but I'm very busy. I work full-time and I commute for work, so I don't get a chance to hang out very often on Discord, but I've got a really cool community over there, and they all talk quite a bit. I just don't talk as much. No worries, mothering. El niño y sus carritos. But yeah, I used to do theater. I'm classically trained. I went to college for it and everything. I performed for about 10 years, mostly in musicals, but I trained in classical theater. But I mostly did musicals. I was like, oh, yeah, that's what it was for me. Like, I got so sick. I remember I had never been that sick, and it lasted like a few weeks. Like, it was really rough. I do like this game. I'm actually enjoying this game. I like it for streams because I don't have to think very hard while I'm playing. You can tell some kind of performance arts. So I studied theater, like I said, but I was also a musician for 15 years. Well, I've been a singer since I was about 8, a professional singer since I was about 8. I performed with a choir for most of my childhood, and then at about 19, I started a band. Well, my dad started the band. You know the movie Selena, and you know how Selena's dad kind of forced them to start a band? That's what it was with my parents. My dad kind of forced us to start a band, and it was my brother, my sister, my dad, and me when we started, and then we ended up becoming a seven-piece band. And I did a lot of touring, a lot of performing. Like, it was to the point where I was in theater school Monday to Friday. Friday night, I was on stage performing with the band, and I'd perform Friday, Saturday, and then go back to school on Monday and do school. And it was like that every single weekend. I toured a lot of different places and performed for a variety of audiences. And it's funny, here in Canada, we have a lot of rock bands that perform at pubs. And I would have friends. I remember when I was on the dating scene, I would have girls that are like, yeah, I love musicians. I'm like, yeah, I'm a musician. And like, I'd make friends with them, and they would tell me about other dates they'd been on, and they'd be like, yeah, so I was with one guy. He was a successful band, a musician, and I went to one of his big shows. I'm like, wow, how big was it? She goes, he had like 20 people in the audience. And I was like, I've never had that many people. And her response was like, well, one day he'll get there. I'm like, no, like a bad show for me is like 100 people in the audience. And she's like, what do you mean? My biggest show ever was about 5,000 people in the audience, which was awesome. But I did that for a really long time. So when I got out of theater school, it was just really, really natural for me to go into musical theater because I sang professionally. Might as well do it on stage with theater too. Anyone watch anime? I watch anime, but I'm not a weeb. I'm old, so I don't watch anime as much as I would like to. And some of the anime I just don't understand, but I do like anime quite a bit. Yes. Uh-oh. Oh, another one defeated. This guy's hard. This guy's hard. All right, Ginger, go get the kids. Go get the kids. Even though if you're old, you can still watch anime. I mean, I still watch anime. I just don't have the... Somebody said that in TikTok. I don't know if you're here, if this is the same Glenn. I do watch anime. I don't keep up with the new stuff, and I don't understand some of the stuff that's out there. Like, I tried watching Parasite, and I didn't get it. I watched like 3 episodes, and I was like, I don't get this, and I lost interest. I'm getting destroyed here. This game's kind of hard. You're the same Glenn, you're on both. Sometimes I look down, sometimes I see the message. I'm really bad at parrying. Gotta practice the parry a bit more. Hello. This game's not bad, though. This game is not bad. Oh, I've got to defeat them all again? Oh, this one's gonna die fast. Ooh, I don't like this one. Wait. So even abandoning them, they die. Even abandoning them, they die. What? Max, how you doing? My Thursday's been good. My Thursday has been full of work. A lot of work, but it's been good.
Fortunas and landas de Dios.
What anime you should watch next is always dangerous. There's a lot of viciousness with animes too. It's like the sub and dub conversation. what anime is like a good anime worth watching. There's some really angry conversations that happen. I know I just sacrificed. Hopefully that makes it easier. I'm gonna go sleep because it's like 1 a.m. See you later. All right, Glenn, have yourself a good night. Jarl, how's it going? Oh, that was you. Oh man, Loretta, yes, I will be on Twitch tomorrow. We're gonna be playing more Dead Space tomorrow. More Dead Space tomorrow. I didn't realize it was you, man. How are you doing today, dude? Parrying is so hard in this game. I'm blonde. Oh man. Got a lot of stuff prepped for the application. Learning the Krusty Krab theme, that's awesome. I swear I did the thing that meant... I don't know. You're not dangerous, you're nice. I don't think I said you were dangerous, did I? It almost looks like he has a really high butt. I can feel his heartbeat on my controller. So that at least lets me know when I'm dying. That's exactly what it is, man. That's exactly what it is. I can't believe how hard this game actually is. Another one! Holy crud! I'm gonna try a different cave. Maybe there's an easier cave. Maybe there's an easier cave. This is insane. This is nuts. It says they're imprisoned. I feel like they don't die, but... This game is tough. You pick ones that I would understand. That's the worst. So I take care of somebody, and they have a niece, and she's very, very much into anime. And she's been suggesting games. Every single time I talk to her, she's... Oh, not games. Animes for me to watch. She suggests them every... Oh, an ancient chestnut tree stoops over a mysterious old well. The bucket appears, but brings nothing back from the abyss. But I don't have time to watch anime. No problem, Tara, no problem. Dude plays Dark Souls one day and is like, nah, I need something harder the next day. Yep. I'm actually finding this harder than Dark Souls. The controls are a little bit weird. Like if the parry attack was a little bit more... If it was just easier to do. Gwen shuddered as he drew close to the entrance. This was what she saw in those nightmares. This door. Okay, Gwen seems to be scared, so let's not do Gwen. But yeah, the controls are weird. That's what's making it hard. It's not that the controls are weird, it's the parrying is weird. You have to dodge towards them, and it doesn't seem to work every time. I have yet to explore any animes, but the first one I will watch will be Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is amazing. Attack on Titan is really, really, really good. Sword Art Online, the first season is fantastic. Whoa! But it can be a little bit weird after the first season. But I think it's a great game. A great show. I'm currently learning the Krusty Krab theme on the melodica. My wife stared at me, then closed the door to the bedroom. Whoa. All right, Leo, I will see you next time. Have yourself a great day. A bit gory, but good plot and animation. Yeah, it is a little bit gory. It has its gory moments, and it can be very emotional for certain scenes, but it is incredibly good. Like, Attack on Titan is one of my favorites. I loved Attack on Titan. It was so good, and I'm waiting for Season 4 to finish so I can watch it all. But it was good. Wait, why aren't any of these guys dying? Why isn't the health going down? The health isn't going down. That's not good. I have a feeling I'm not powerful enough for this area. Very well written. Yeah, me too. I'm interested to see how it ends. I'm kind of bummed out it's already over. Like, I mean, already over as in, like, there's no more. Whoa! Oh, I'm dead. That there's no more after this, but I really, really liked it. It was great. There are so many of them! I'm done for. I think I'm gonna have to start the whole game again. I don't even know how to get out of here. Oh no! Still nothing. None of these guys are hurting the main boss's health. A verdant thorn binds to their master and shroud his flanks in their protective barbs. What was the point of that? I'm so confused. I'm sure it's makes more sense if you play this with a bit more patience. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I'm still liking it though. I still actually really like this game. Ah, what's this thing? What was that? Huh. What is this bird I speak of? Yeah, I don't have very much of it. Especially as a streamer. I tend to rush through my streams because of it. A boogie, can I fly? I mean, if I was in an airplane, maybe. Yeah, Chadley. Something wasn't happy. Still nothing though, because if you look right up there, apparently every time I kill something, that's supposed to go down, and it's just not. And I don't know how to exit from here. What's that over there? Oh, this is hurting it. This is hurting it. Okay, there's stuff to destroy. That's hurting this god. Okay, okay, here we go. Real progress. Castle TV, thank you so much for spending some time with us. I really appreciate that. Dude, that's really, really nice of you. Have yourself a really good night. Enjoy your dinner. I hope it's delicious. Okay. Now the question's gonna be, where do I find all the items I'm supposed to destroy? There are so many of these guys. They're all wearing like warthog heads, so... So it feels like there's gonna be like a warthog god or something. Oh, I can't pick up the weapon. So that scream refills my health, but I have to attack to get rage in order to refill my health. And that's what's killing me, is I always forget to do that. Deadly attacks can be recognized by their growing trails. Yeah, that's the... Kyle, how's it going? How are you? It's going here. I'm dying. I'm not doing well in the game, but I'm having a good time. How are you doing? Y'all, no worries, man. Thanks so much for taking the time to hang out. I appreciate you supporting, dude. It really means a lot to me. Panther Plays, hello, nice to see you. How are you today? It sounds like there's something to attack, but I don't see anything. Kick their bony butts. They can't all be blessed like us Latinos with big booties. I'm doing good, Panther. I'm doing good, you know, hanging out, getting my butt kicked. So, this game was sent to me by Deepsilver. It's really fun. It was made by Clever Beans. I'm actually having a lot of fun with it, but I'm lost right now. The main gripe people have with it is the controls, which I don't understand because I think the controls are fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa! But right now, I'm lost because I'm supposed to beat up a god, and I don't know where to do it. And if you look right above me, there's that health bar. I have to destroy these weird, like, monuments, and it's destroying the health of the god, but I don't know where the monuments are, so I'm struggling a little bit. I do like Zelda. I play Zelda. Normally, I play it on Thursdays. But I got this game sent to me, so I wanted to play it on stream so I could show everybody a little bit about the game. But normally I play it on Thursday, so if you do come next Thursday, I'll be back on Zelda on Thursday. This is where I destroyed the 2 or the 3 big rocks, right? Oh no, these were the antlers. No, right now I'm playing Link's Awakening. I probably won't be playing Breath of the Wild for a little bit. Because I'm doing like a 3-heart challenge, and I would need to find what kind of challenge to do with Breath of the Wild, which I don't really know what challenge to do with Breath of the Wild. I went in a big circle. That didn't do anything. What's up here? Oh, this just takes me back. Azure, thank you so much for spending some time with us. It really means a lot to me. Have yourself a really good night. I hope I see you again. To anybody who is here and does not know that I'm on Twitch, I'm live on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. So tomorrow I will be live on Twitch. We will be playing some Dead Space. But was like the random phone call from your husband or something? Because at least then it would be like, you know, kind of romantic, even though it's during a stream. I'm so lost. Okay. So there was something where the yellow was, and there was something there where the purple was. Is there another color? There's this yellow, but this doesn't have anything. Oh, okay, okay, I remember you. I appreciate that you took the time to come hang out with us again. All the way over here on YouTube. Usually my Twitch viewers don't come over to YouTube. Mimphy, I am well, Mr. Mimphy. How are you? I'm so lost. Okay, I'm gonna risk something because I did this and it didn't do anything, and I hear the noise and it's coming from down there. I don't see how to get over there though. Good-ish, having one of those days. All right, here we go. Geronimo! Nope, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. That didn't help. That didn't help at all. All right, I'm gonna turn off TikTok now because I don't want to get in trouble for turning off TikTok. Bye, guys. Nobody was watching, so it's okay. Loretta, no worries. I hope I see you tomorrow. Have yourself a really good night. I had an audio tracks for VODs not checked correctly. Oh. That's frustrating. I mean, don't let it get to you, dude. Don't let it get to you, because I've had issues like that on stream where I recorded a whole stream and something was wrong with the stream the whole time. There was one whole stream that I did where I had no game audio. It was just my voice the whole stream, and nobody said anything the whole stream. And the whole stream had no game audio, and that was it. There was another time where I did a stream, and something happened that I didn't want on stream. And so I had to delete the whole VOD. Don't let it get to you, man. Okay, can I? Okay, let's quit. We'll start a new one, because I lost everybody. I lost everyone. I lost everyone! Yes, but he's literally around the block. I'm like, what now? Well, you can't blame us, alright? You can't blame us, mothering, because, you know, us men, a lot of the times, we're useless without our women. Like, I know I'm useless without my missus. I am so useless without my missus. Oh, nice, Mimphy.
Me bush swemon, genel solung, filfon owath dashlanda, ares gu antimon.
You heard a disorganized mess without your girlfriend? Yep, me too. Me too. She keeps my life together. Okay. I feel like I'm getting way too far away. I'm gonna try that first cave we tried. Oh, okay, let me relax, dude. Oh, that's too funny. Me and the missus actually don't ever talk on the phone. I'll only ever call her if it's something really urgent that I need to tell her immediately and that I know she won't see the text. So I'll call her to be like, hey, you know, make sure you grab milk while you're at the store or whatever. But besides that, we never ever call each other. We both hate talking on the phone. Okay, I guess the tree is where we were the first time, where we... Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's try this again. Mimphy, the game is good. I'm really having fun. It's hard, and it's not as... Some warriors will have special relationships and experience with each other. Oh, I didn't see the rest. It's really hard, and it's not very clear what I'm supposed to do. So my understanding... Whoa, there is way more health here than there was last time. My understanding is up there. That's a health bar, and I have to destroy that health bar to either fight the god or destroy the god that lives here, and my goal is to destroy all the gods. But when I was here in the last game, there was less health, and I had to defeat these guys, and that was reducing the health. But then when you walked in, I was in another place where it was monuments that I had to destroy, but I couldn't find any more monuments, so I got stuck. I also lose my people, and once they die, they're gone for good. And so unless there's a way to revive them, I just don't know how yet. But it's kind of unclear what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm actually really liking the game. I'm having a lot of fun. FaceTime for the kids, more texting for us. That makes sense. That makes sense. My daughter could care less. My daughter doesn't even care to talk to me on the phone. But we, yeah, we just, what am I trying to say? We just text each other. That's all we ever do. And, what is happening? What is my, why, what? I'm trying to type something here. It's not letting me type. Weird. Oh, this was doing that. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's a little bit messed up. So basically, we are a bunch of humans who are fighting against gods. And so we washed up on this island getting ready to kill the gods. And we just wander around, and from what it says is you have to reduce the health in order to fight the god. But it doesn't tell you what to do to reduce the health. So here, I'm hoping it'll be killing these guys. That didn't do it. Okay, it's changed. It's changed. This isn't the same as it was before. And I can't exit. So it's procedurally generated then? It might be procedurally generated. Panther Plays. So I came up with the name because I used to be a video game reviewer. That was my original idea, was to review games on the channel. I was going to play retro games for the first time and review them, because a lot of guys like the AVGN and that grew up with the games that they were reviewing. I didn't, so I wanted to review games that I had never played and see how I would react to them. But at the same time, I was going to make comedy sketches about it. So it wasn't just like, here's a review, or like being an angry reviewer. I was like actually gonna do like a full like little mini movie for every review. But then I got into streaming and I kept the name because I liked it. Oh, now it did go. Okay, these guys are the ones I gotta kill, not the other ones. Okay. Thanks for pointing it out, man. I wouldn't have even noticed that. Ow! That one didn't. Okay. Those guys aren't bringing the health down, it's just the other guys. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. No, not at all, Panther. Not at all. I do almost all offline single-player games. I will play Mario Kart once in a while with viewers, but not very often. My stream is more about hanging out and chatting. There are more than enough streamers that play competitive games. I don't need to do it for people to, you know, to have another person to choose from. There's plenty of other ones to find that entertainment. And yeah, the mechanics are weird in this game, but I really like it. It gives it some replayability to be able to like figure out what kills these guys and how to bring down the health. Whoa, this guy's kind of scary. Oh! Holy crud, I can't get past this guy. I'm dead. Holy jeez. We are way underpowered for this area. Way underpowered for this area. Okay, that is not where we want to go. The vigor went down, oh god.
The doorway reopened, but Blair was nowhere to be seen. Now trapped deep inside.
I'm guessing it will unlock if we find other... Like, if we beat the temple, maybe they'll come back? That's my guess. Okay. Let's go back to this other one. Okay, what's over here?
Word back.
Maddox shuddered as he drew closer to the entrance. This was what he saw in those nightmares. This door.
What happens if I send him specifically? Oh, he's scared.
The cruel hands of fate were clawing at Maddox, dragging him towards the end. He would face his destiny. Some warriors will have special relationships and experience with each other and even the gods. These stories affect the morale and abilities of those involved for better or worse something or other. Okay, this health is a lot less. I have a little bit of experience on PS4 streaming. I didn't do it very long. I did do it for a little bit, though. Whoa, okay. Holy crud. Wow, these guys are destroying me. Wowzers. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna quit again. I'm gonna do the... I didn't do the walkthrough. I have a feeling that by skipping the walkthrough, it's just made the game harder. You're stuck for... You can only use the PS4 webcam. You'd have to buy the PS4 webcam.
What?
No other webcam is... As far as I know, no other webcam is compatible with the PS4. Okay. Let's do the walkthrough, the little walkthrough cave that they show us at the beginning. There are different people every time, too. It's not the same warriors. Look, it's a bunch of big guys this time. So this is procedurally generated, so this gives you a bit of a different experience every time, which is really cool. You can install PS Remote Play on your computer and then use that. Yeah, you can do that as well. So if you have a PC to stream from, you can do PS Remote Play. That's what I used to do. I had my PlayStation hooked up to my TV, and then I would do Remote Play on the PlayStation, and it would stream to my PC, and then I would screen capture that, and then stream out from my PC. Okay, so mothering, if you're looking to grow, like if you're doing it for fun, just as a hobby, completely as a hobby, then it doesn't really matter. If you're looking to start it as a hobby to see if you like it and eventually grow, it's probably smart to have the same socials everywhere. So then you're easy to find. Like I'm retro for the first time on everything except for Twitter. And on Twitter, it's just because I couldn't make it long enough. So it's retro first time, I think is what it is on Twitter. Because I couldn't fit retro for the first time. And so, or retro the first time, or retro for first time, or something like that. But it's because it wouldn't fit. But everywhere I'm retro for the first time, that is my name. So then whenever anybody Googles me or they go into an account, like into a program and look for me, they can just look for the same name and it's always going to be available. So I would suggest having the same socials if you're looking to actually connect it all. Now, if you're just like, if you're going to be a streamer but you want to keep your other stuff private, then it doesn't really matter. Panther, if you're looking for a webcam just to use on your computer, really anything will work. Webcams are really expensive right now, so it would not be a good idea to get a webcam at this time that you're going to use long term. If you're desperate to get a webcam right now, get a cheap Chinese knockoff camera. You're gonna want to upgrade eventually. So I'm getting one sent in from a company, but I don't know what it costs. So I have to find out the information when they send it to me. I'll be making a video on it on TikTok and stuff. I'll be making a couple of videos on it. So that'll give you a bit of an answer for like a cheaper Chinese camera. But you want to go for like a cheap camera right now because the C920 is like the perfect camera for most people, especially when you're starting. And That used to be like $50 and now it's like over $120. So you don't really want to buy equipment at this time. Even PC upgrades right now is not a good time to do any of that. This guy is slow. Or girl. I think it's a girl. I can't tell. Yeah, it's a lady. I can't move fast enough. You can use your phone as a webcam. There are apps out there that you can use to use your phone as a webcam. I think Elgato has one. I used to use IV Stream, and that one worked really great. And you can plug it in through USB. The only problem, I think Elgato uses your Wi-Fi. I don't know if it uses USB. I've never used it, but the IV cam could use your USB to transfer the information. The only problem I had is I was using an iPhone SE, and the battery was older on it, so it would actually lose battery as I was streaming. So even though it was plugged in, it was slowly dying, and I might get 2 hours out of it before it died. That would be the only thing, but your phone camera is actually better than any webcam that's out there. So if that's an option, yeah, I would say use your phone. For most phones. If it's like a $50 cell phone, then yeah, your webcam is going to be better than a $50 cell phone. But for the most part, cell phones are pretty decent cameras. I'm bad at this. The heck? I tried. I have 2 separate accounts for personal and gaming. Yeah, so I mean, if you're gonna be doing a gaming thing, yeah, have the same name for all your gaming stuff. It gets way too confusing. Like, I have people that pop into here, like on TikTok. They're posting on TikTok their gaming content, then they'll message me and they'll be like, hey, can you check out my channel? And their name on TikTok is like, I don't know, Smelly Buns #1. And then it's like, check out my channel. It's Socks Forever. It's like, they don't have anything to do with each other. Yet you're trying to get people from here to go over there. Well, they're not going to know that that's your name when they go over there. They're not going to have an easy time finding you. How can you stop the window capture from lagging? Mine doesn't. That may just be a hardware issue with your setup, Jack. Because, like, mine... Right now I'm doing a game capture, but my window capture doesn't seem to lag, really. If it's lagging and you can't, like, if it's lagging as in choppy, there's nothing you can do. If it's lagging as in just it's a couple of seconds behind or like half a second behind the rest of your stuff, you're gonna have to add a delay to everything so it matches up with your slowest item. So like if my webcam was the slowest, I'd have to delay all my audio for everything and my gameplay in order for it to keep up. And the only way to do, I know for audio, you're gonna go to advanced audio properties. So where the little volume light thing that goes up and down is, there's a cog there, click that, go to advanced audio properties, and there's gonna be sync offset. You turn that up to try to match it up. But if one thing is slow, you have to kind of slow down everything else. You also have really bad internet. If you're looking to stream, you kind of need good internet. Bad internet is probably one of the only things that I would say will stop you from streaming. Yeah, I'm gonna change my TikTok and YouTube name to my gaming name. Yeah, it just becomes easier, and it becomes easier for you when you're telling people, right? Because when they're like, what can I find you? Oh, it's the same as it is here. And I get that question asked a lot, and the funny thing is, like, my name is Retro for the first time everywhere, and people aren't even bothering to look for it. But at least I can just answer it's the same as it is here. Oh, that's perfect, Tara. Yeah, I didn't see the video. It didn't come up on my feed. I hate that about TikTok, that there's no way for you to like see who's posted, so I can watch who's posted and then just random who I'm following and then the For You page. It would be nice if there was a way to do that. But yeah, the off sync thing is really important for a lot of people, and they don't know that it's there. It's kind of hidden away. Hey Tiff, how are you? Yeah, I'm trying to set up remote play, but like when I put out the window capture, it's like if I'm dropping frames, then that would have to just do with your computer not being able to capture the remote play and process the stream, not the stream, but like whatever you're doing at the same time. That sounds more like a hardware issue than anything else, Jack. All right, Panther, have yourself a good night. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Bye. Tiff, how are you doing? How are things going? Starting your laundry, finally. Oh, am I not? I thought I was. What's your thing on TikTok, just to make sure? Tell me your name. Tell me your secrets. Yeah, Jack, because you're using the all-in-one, right? And those aren't really made for stuff like streaming, so they don't tend to have high enough equipment for that. And because you don't have a graphics card, it's relying all on your CPU, which then completely bogs down. CPUs have a very, very hard time doing a lot of stuff at the same time. Mama P. I thought I was following you, but I guess not. I'm not following. Okay, I'm following you now. Following you now, I'm sorry. I thought I was following you. Guess not. Ha, I'm following you now. Now I have no excuses. Okay, Tiff. No problem. Hi, Nikki. How are you? I thought you weren't here. It's like, I haven't seen Nikki talk, but I don't know if she said hi and it was just at the beginning when things were busy, or if she just hasn't had a chance to hang out. Okay, we did the intro yet again. Let's go find a cave and hopefully have a better chance this time.
Moruha dondira, sin een snek gustal, faran guswen.
Yeah, Jack, I would say stick to PS5 streaming. Would just be way smoother for you. I'm pretty sure I found you. Pretty sure I found you. Yeah, it's a period. It showed up. I put the underscore and then I popped it up, and because you follow me, you popped up right away. So I got you. I got you. The last thing you did was the Sheen unboxing, right? And the eyeliner adhesive. Well, Nikki, if you're sad because you were late, don't be sad about being late. That's okay. I know you were having a bit of a hard time. So if you're sad because you're having a bad day, then yes, I am sorry you're feeling sad, but you're allowed to feel sad. Hopefully, you know, watching the stream makes you feel a little bit better. Perfect. Perfect. TikTok friends. Perfect. Okay. Nice, Tiff. GG, Tiff. That's really, really good growth. That's really good growth, Tiff. It's okay to be okay. Oh, this is hard still too. Okay. Okay. This isn't good. This is not good. We're about to lose a guy. I'm just glad you're having a good time, Tiff, because some people it's not, it doesn't go as smoothly. So I'm really glad it's going well for you and that you've been able to get a lot of support and like that it's just been a good experience for you, you know? Whoa. Wow, I'm in trouble. I am in trouble. I'm sorry, Nikki. I'm really sorry. My girls are 10 times better than me. So, I'll give you both ends of the argument. One, TikTok can be very mean. I'll start with the negative. TikTok can be very mean, and you can have some really nasty comments thrown your way. Just be prepared to deal with that. But you're Latina, and if you're anything like any other Latina, you're fiery and you can deal with it. But just be prepared, because it can be really hard. I mean, I run a really positive channel, and I have a lot of people hating on me. And it's more than I'm used to, and it really bothers me sometimes, because people are going out of their way to show hate for absolutely no reason, just because, right? They're jealous that I'm not as pathetic as they are. They're jealous they're not as funny as me. Some of them literally just want to hate on somebody. So it can be really frustrating. Now for the positive. You don't need to have high-end quality. You don't need to have anything important to say. You can just kind of put yourself out there and you will build a small community and just have fun. Like if you overthink it, TikTok can be really, really tough. But if you're just kind of throwing stuff out there, sometimes things that you don't expect will like do really well. So like I know my comedy stuff is what does the best, but like I always bring this one up. I did a video where I literally was holding my PlayStation 5 at the beginning and I was like, this is my PlayStation 5. I got to change some TVs around so I can play with 4K. And that's it. I didn't do anything funny. I didn't give any tips. I didn't do anything. And it got over 100,000 views. And I didn't do anything in the video. So don't overthink it. It's fun. It's one of those things that I like to do as a time waster, and I like to do as a goof off place where I can just kind of say whatever I want. What people do on Twitter where they just kind of put their thoughts out there is what I do with TikTok. TikTok is literally to me like a video Twitter, and I love it. F the haters. That's right. That's right. But that's literally what I do. I literally go out there and just goof off. And I don't care. Like, you know, you get a lot of guys on TikTok, the younger guys, who are trying to like show they're sexy all the time, right? Or you get like other people trying to be very business and like, I'm not gonna like embarrass myself on here. Or like the streamer people try to like look like streamers and act like streamers and do stream stuff. Whereas like I will connect everything to my stream or gaming, but I don't care about thrusting my hips on video or like doing one of the dances that all the girls are doing. And I'm going to do it completely stiffly and terribly and be the old millennial doing it, but I'll get a couple of laughs out of it. If somebody finds it cringy, I know it's cringy, so it's not like I'm trying to be cool and it's cringy. I like to make an ass of myself, and I'm okay with that. And that's kind of the mentality you got to go in with. Just, it's okay if I embarrass myself. That's what I'm here to do, right? ES Pause, how's it going? How are you? I don't know if I said your name right, but hello, welcome. I was on Twitter in the early days, and TikTok has the same vibe, like silly jokes, connecting with people, getting early news. Exactly. And that's where I get most of my news, is just watching the feed and random stuff that pops up on there. That's how I keep in touch with all these streamers that I know. Like, streamers will message me on Discord, or they'll message me privately on TikTok, and I'm more than likely to see it on TikTok than on Discord. People will message me on Twitter, and I'm more than likely to see it on TikTok before I ever see it anywhere else. I am a big fan of TikTok and how it connects people. I don't understand Twitter. I don't find it interesting. I don't find it stimulating. I find Twitter incredibly boring. No offense, Twitter. It's just not my platform. Whereas TikTok can be a variety of things, comedy and news and just everything all over the place. So I like TikTok, and just try not to not to overthink it. That's the big thing. Just don't overthink it. I haven't twerked on video. Well, I haven't twerked on TikTok yet. I semi-twerked on stream last week. Or earlier this week. I can't remember. Twitter more like bitter. Travoto, how's it going? How are you? Pause. How are things going? How's life? Okay, so that one is incredibly hard. I don't want to do that one again. I gotta find another cave somewhere else. Twitter is kind of boring now. Yeah, like I try to follow it, and most of my feed is going live, I'm about to go live, or like, I don't know what's up with this trend, and it really bothers me because one, I don't get it, and two, it sets off my alert, and it's pointless. I get that people are trying to be nice, but you'll get a random person that will just at you, and it's a list of like 20 streamers, and they're just adding everybody, and they don't say anything. It's like literally me going at Tiffy B the Great, at Retro Nikki, at Jack, at Mothering for Babes, at Therapy, at Mimfy. And that's it. And I'm like, why are you adding me? You're not saying anything. You're just adding me. And you've got like 6 followers, so it's not even like you're really like shining a light on me or anything. You're just adding me for no reason. I don't understand that. They kind of do that on TikTok once in a while. I'll get a random person at me for a really stupid video. And I don't know why. They're usually like a 10-year-old kid, but it's like, why? Why are you just adding a random person? So I don't get TikTok. I mean, I don't get Twitter at all. Twitter confuses me. Twerking, where was I? There was, something happened. I think we got like a bunch of subs or something on Twitch, and I was dancing. And partway through the dance, I got up and I started twerking in front of the camera because it was that shake, 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 shake your booty, that song. And so I was shaking my booty. Working, rest, and eating. Yeah, that is the life, isn't it? That's me too. That's me too. Trembled as the doorway came to view. Starting vigor -3. No, I don't want starting vigor -3. Yeah, like I'm not afraid to be embarrassed. I've done some really, really like crazy stuff in my theater life. So I'm not afraid to embarrass myself. On purpose, I mean. Obviously, if somebody goes out of the way to try to embarrass me, that's different. But like, if I do something embarrassing, I do it on purpose. Oh, wait, where am I? I'm way up here. I want to go to Baudanu. I feel like going this far away is going to get me killed. It's kind of hard to control these guys at this distance. I gotta find my work phone because I gotta call the work people soon. Okay, so I'm there. But that's something I tell people, like, there's people that have success on TikTok. Like, I've been really blessed to have some success on TikTok. And there are a bunch of people, it's usually the younger kids that are looking to get famous on TikTok, and they'll ask me, like, what do I do on my TikTok to make it better? Stop caring about it and just have fun. Like, they're always trying to find, like, the next big thing. Or they're trying to, like, show comedy, but they're just, like, stealing somebody else's content. And it's like, no, just have fun. Just have fun and don't worry about getting famous, because when you're desperate to get famous, that's when people stop watching. I'm watching on my phone. I have no idea to act properly. On the phone, it's really weird. I don't know how to do it on the phone. Crap, I just did that. But yeah, you know, I've been blessed, but I'm not trying to get famous. If anything, I'm trying to build a community. But I'm trying to just make content people want to watch. Like, that's all I'm trying to do, is I just want people to want to watch what I do. It's surreal for me when I get an email from a company going, hey, we'd like to work with you. You want to do a brand deal? I'm like, what? I'm just some guy and you want my input? That's insane. Email. Ooh. Amen to that. I struggle with the phone on face content, and more of my better moments come from stream. Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes it works for people to share their stream moments. I think I know what you're referencing when you're having a hard time, like, having your face on camera. But there's something to be said about people who have confidence in their own things that make them self-conscious, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't feel confident in front of the camera. I feel, I stopped caring, but I stopped caring to the point of like, well, this is what I look like and there's nothing I can do about it. And if I let that stop me, I'll stop myself from doing a lot of really fun stuff. But there are definitely things like when I watch myself on camera, I'm like, oh, I wish I could change that. But I just learn to embrace it and I move on, right? Like, recently I made that video where Kadea was asking, what do you do as a hobby? And she said she does skincare. And I made a joke about how my skin is terrible. I am super self-conscious about my skin. I hate the way my skin is because I am 34, I'm about to be 35, and I still have the skin of a 15-year-old. And my mom always promised me when I was growing up that don't worry, when you're about 18, 20 years old, the acne stops, it all goes away, your skin clears up. I'm still waiting for that to happen. And I've got a horrible, horrible scar on my nose, which has looked like a pimple since I was about 13 years old, and it's just never gone away. So I'm super self-conscious about it. But I'm going to poke fun at it because I'm not going to let that stop me. Do you know what I mean? And there's somebody that pops in who's got cerebral palsy, and they're trying to, like, allow people to feel comfortable even though they may struggle with it. Do you know what I mean? But it's I'm slowly getting there. Yeah, and it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. It really doesn't, because when I first, for me, the bigger thing was my voice. I had a really hard time listening back to my voice when I first started. Not just streaming, but like performing where I was recording myself, because I would perform live, but I never had recordings of it. And then when my band started, I started to actually record my voice, and I would have to listen back to my own voice recorded for the CDs and stuff, and I hated it. I hated hearing myself. When you're live on stage, you need a monitor to hear your own voice so you can actually sing in tune and on time and everything. And so I had to hear myself, and it was really hard. Now I can't not hear myself. Like, I have my monitors on really loud. They're louder than the rest of the stream is, just so I can hear myself clearly, so I know that I'm not yelling and that I'm not distorting and all that. But it took me a really long time to get used to it, and it was one of those, what do they call it? Exposure therapy. I had to expose myself to being uncomfortable with it to get used to it. It's the same with seeing myself on camera. When I would videotape myself, I found it really weird, and I had a really hard time because I was judging myself the whole time. Now I'm to the point where I can criticize my recording or my stream or whatever, but I'm not criticizing me anymore, if you know what I mean. Like, I am really proud of the voices I've given my surfer dude and my annoying viewer, because when I'm having a conversation with them, it doesn't just sound like me talking to myself, because there's a lot of people that try to mimic what I'm doing. There's a couple of people that have completely, like, plagiarized my stream stuff, my annoying viewer stuff, and their rendition of it is literally, hey streamer, how's it going? Hey guy, I really wish that you were less annoying. Wow, that's really sad. Like, you can't tell that they're two different people, except for like the filter that they put on their face, but they sound exactly the same. Whereas, like, I talk like this, and then I've got my annoying viewer who sounds totally different. And I've got my surfer bro who's like totally different than that. It's like, I'm proud of that. At first I had a really hard time hearing myself, but the exposure therapy helps. I've also found that it really helped my self-confidence just in general. I feel more confident when I'm, you know, talking to people and stuff. I still have social anxiety issues, but I'm definitely more confident now. Like, if somebody asks me, I don't know, like if somebody wanted to collab with me, I wouldn't be too worried about it anymore. Unless it was like a really attractive person. Then I'd be like, I'm the ugly duckling. A lot of my stuff comes from the self-image too, but I did it to myself by being a complete shut-in. Yeah, and being a shut-in doesn't help, right? Because you're safe with yourself, and then as soon as you get out there, you're exposing yourself. My confidence has really gone up since I started streaming, like a lot. There are still people that really like poke a nerve when I'm on TikTok, but that's always gonna happen. No matter how confident you are, you're always gonna have somebody that pokes a nerve and gets under your skin. But be proud of your flaws. Be proud of the things that you're insecure about, because that makes you you, right? That makes you unique. Absolutely, I would love to have a better nose. Absolutely, I'd love to have some surgery to get the bags under my eyes removed. I would love to have my scars removed from my face, but I can't afford it. And if faced with the decision, I don't know if I would do it. But it is what it is. And if it stops me, if it would have stopped me, I wouldn't be where I am now, right? I wouldn't have certain big companies contacting me, and having opportunities to work with companies that I have admired, like deepsilver. Having them contact me to send me something is a dream come true to me. Next step is to like actually get to go to like a studio and see the work that they do, or maybe do a voice in a video game. Like all that stuff would be really cool to do. But if I stopped myself, it would have been like, if I would have let that insecurity stop me, none of this would have happened. And even if that isn't what happens to you down the road, just that confidence you could have in yourself can be a game changer for things like going out and applying for a job, or going on a date with somebody. You know, when you're out, and just having that confidence can just make the date so much better, if you know what I'm trying to say. They really do seem like different people. Yeah, and there will be. I just saw a video right now from Pixel. Is it Pixel Princess? She's the one girl that does streamer tips, and she's really great. Anyways, she has a tooth with a dead nerve. As soon as I saw it, I knew, but that's because my dad has the same thing and my sister had the same thing. And so I knew, but you don't bring that up. And somebody brought it up and she clapped back. And I'm sure it struck a nerve, just because I know it would hit a nerve with me. I've had people comment on my nose and it really bothers me, even though I'm used to it. But yeah, don't let those people stop you. You know? Pixel Kitten, that's what it was. Yeah, with her tooth story, yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. People are jerks, but try to take advantage of the confidence you can build doing this kind of stuff, because even if it doesn't make you like the most confident man on the planet, just a little bit of extra confidence can go a really long way. A really, really long way. All right, we're gonna pick this guy. That was my little speech. Wowzers! I don't know if you're talking to me or Mimfy, but either way, it's very kind words. It just bothers me, Mimfy, because, you know, I've got people with special needs in my family. I've got, you know, people who have been really beat up over something they can't control, and it just bothers me that somebody who could be completely wonderful or is wonderful and just has been beat up so long that they're so insecure that they stay kind of sheltered, and they miss out on a lot of really great opportunities because of it.
The gods draw strength from the enslaved vessels and foul creatures that inhabit their domain. Kill enemies to weaken the god.
What is that thing? That thing destroyed me. Holy crap. That wasn't even close. That's I don't want to do this one. This game is so hard. It's so unforgiving. And it looked okay. Do you mean okay as in like, it actually looked okay? Or do you mean okay as in like, yeah, it looked okay? Okay, so that one kicked my butt. Osius kicked my butt. How about Breath Dorcha on the bottom left-hand corner? I'll check the well first. It actually looked okay. Nice, man. Yeah, when I was streaming from my PlayStation 5, so I did a direct stream from my PlayStation 5 like once or twice, and then I did the stream it to my computer and then stream out from there. But yeah, it always looked decent. The PS5 and the PS5 streams that I've seen have been pretty decent. It's just limited, right? Like you can't do any of the fancy transitions or any of that, but I don't see that being detrimental, really. Sometimes you lag, but you didn't. Yeah, the Ethernet thing can make a huge difference. A huge difference. Having that stability can be really helpful. So Osius is the one that killed me, and the well is up here.
Brutun Alvaro Tigala.
Welcome back, Panther.
Mardoro Regil. Ciao.
Yeah, when you have your Ethernet on the PS4. Yeah, their Wi-Fi thing wasn't very good. But yeah, I've got my PS5 plugged into the Ethernet now, and I've got my PC plugged into the Ethernet. I used to use Wi-Fi for my streaming, and it was okay. It never really gave me any major problems. Sometimes I would drop, but not very often. Now, though, I never have a problem. What was that? Aiden stared intently at the doorway with a piercing scowl and a tight grip on his weapon. He hungered for blood of Breath Dorcha. Aiden recalled the terrifying faces of those sacrificed Breath Dorcha, breathing heavily and poised for battle. Aiden prepared to avenge their bitter deaths. Yeah, that scream was kind of unsettling. Whoa. Okay, so this is the one that had the monuments I had to destroy, I think. Yeah, it was completely trash. Yeah, I've been using straight Ethernet now for a couple of years. And I do like the stability. I really like the stability. Well, that's not good. Stream was decent, but gameplay was a big no. See, and I don't play online, so that to me has never been a concern. It's never even been an interest to, like, have good internet so I can play. Okay, I'm actually killing people this time. I think we're in a good place now. When my new mic comes, I guess I could use that. Streaming actually entertaining because I won't look like a loon when I say stories or talk. I know, Jack. I know, alright? But for us plebes, I gotta take what I can get, you know? What is that noise? It's really unsettling. I'm trash regardless. See, I don't play Call of Duty, so I'm trash too. I am absolute trash in those games. Hence why I don't play those games. Ugh. Oh, it doesn't take me anywhere. I got trapped for nothing. Canadian Wi-Fi sucks. It'd make you famous? Hey, it could. It could. If you have good reactions, being terrible at a game could actually make you pretty popular. I'm destroying these guys. Well, where I am in Canada, it is 7:58, but there are parts in Canada where it's like noon right now. Oh wait, this is where I started. I hate that there's no map. It's good Wi-Fi. No. I thought maybe destroying the plants would help, but it's not helping. Do I like the escape? I've never played the escapist games. I got it for free from Epic, I want to say, but I've never actually sat down to play it. I played it for like 10 minutes and then I just never went back. Not because I didn't like it, just because I was doing other stuff, so I just didn't spend a long time with that game. Does that make any sense? This is where I started. So that was not where I wanted to go. I'm lost and there's no map and there's nothing. I wish there was some way to know where to go. I don't even see any bad guys now. Looks like League of Legends. I've never played that, so I couldn't tell you for sure. But I do like the controls on this. They're more like Zelda style, where like you hit a button to do attacks, not just like press 2 and it'll do magic attacks on whoever you're aiming at. Oh, here's some guys. Uh-oh.
More powerful attacks will interrupt an opponent if it's weaker.
He played it so much. I hear it's a fun game. I hear Escapist is a really fun game. I just want to defeat just one god. One god, and I'd be happy. I'd be happy, clap along if you feel. That's how old I am, guys. Ha, full health. Getting better. They are, especially right now, Jack, because of everything going on in the world. PC prices are through the roof. It's like the worst time to buy PC stuff right now.
Taking damage will... Sprinting will knock you down.
Oh, while sprinting. Your storage isn't. Have they already released the PS5 SSDs? Because I haven't kept up with the news, but the last I heard, even if you got an SSD, it didn't really. Well, if you're talking like the M.2 or whatever, it wasn't unlocked on the PS5 yet, right? Yeah, like you can put in an M. So if I remember, you can. I don't remember what it is with the SSDs, but I know the M.2 SSDs, which are the more expensive ones. They're the really skinny ones, the ones that look almost like a RAM stick. Those ones are what you would use on this, but you need very, very specific ones. And as of right now, there's like one or two that can actually meet the standards that the PS5 needs. And PlayStation hasn't actually unlocked the ability to use them. So even if you buy those and put it in, it's not going to work. And those ones, my understanding is they're like $250 for the one that would work on the PlayStation 5.
As blood sprayed like ocean waves crushing the shore cliffs, Aiden felt the will of the fallen comrades guiding his weapon deeper into the enemies.
So that's why, because he's all hyped up so I can kill these people easier. Yeah, flash drive, I don't think it would work. You would need an actual, like, hard drive. I just don't remember how it works with the hard drive for the PlayStation. I know for the Xbox, the hard drive only works that you can, like, copy the game to the hard drive, and then when you want to play, you can copy it back so you don't have to download it every time, but you can't play from the hard drive. I don't know if the PlayStation 5 is the same way or not. Yeah, you got to do a bit of research because the new consoles are really, really picky on what you can and can't do with them. Too much laziness. Boy, do I ever know that feeling. Do I ever know that feeling. Okay. I feel like we're actually making progress this time, which is really nice. Do your research for you. I don't know, man. I actually don't even know the specs that it needs for the PS5. I haven't looked into it at all. There's some other big monster over there. I don't know if I'm prepared for that yet. Oh, snap. Whoa. Boss fight. Boss fight! Something happened to my health though. What? Second form, or did I kill it? Brith Dorcha has fallen! I defeated my first one!
A scarred Aiden emerged from the darkness, successful in his quest. As the distant earth rumbled, Regan felt the pain in her chest gradually subside. Her torment was over, and Brith Dorcha was no more. With the tears of the past washed away by the blood of an ancient, Aiden now is a weapon of pure vengeance.
Cool. Ooh, a weapon. Sturdy weapon that deals massive damage to downed enemies. Who needs it though? Evasive master. Strength. I'll give it to them. A weapon that deals massive damage on downed enemies. I don't know, man. I'm just picking random people here. This is cool. GG. Support super speed USB or faster. The capacity of 250 gigabytes minimum and 8 terabytes maximum directly connected to your PS5. AI green screen? No, Panther. No idea about that. I don't even know if that's really a thing you can do. And if that is something that's there, it wouldn't really do a good job. It is a little bit rough around the edges. There's not enough explanation to what's happening. I'm really, really liking it. I actually think it's actually a pretty decent game. I don't think that it's a bad game at all. I just kind of wish it explained things a little bit clearer. It's a little bit vague on what I'm supposed to be doing. Demon Souls on PS3? Yeah, I can see that. There's just like some... It's a smaller company. It's Clever Beans is what they're called. And Deep Silver, obviously... I think they were the producer and Clever Beans was the developer. And obviously there's some growing to do. But I am very, very... I'm very intrigued by this game. I'm really liking it.
Scorndy goal.
All right, Nikki, have yourself a good sleep. Thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate you being here. You're also stuck for a background, like behind you, you mean? Or like For what in particular? Oh, there's a lot in here. This is not a good place to be. So I kind of get it. By defeating these people, I weaken the boss, which makes the boss fight faster. Oh, snap. These guys are hard. They are not doing anything here. Yeah, Jack, I seriously don't know. I don't know, and I have no advice whatsoever. Yeah, man. All the greatest warriors have rocks tied to sticks. That's how it's done. Whoa, what is this thing? He's dead. I'm dead. Run! Run! Run for your life! He's coming after me! Then I'll admit I'm a clown. Oh, crap. I'm dead. This guy's too powerful. He's too powerful. That's okay, Vortex. No worries. Run, Forrest, run! I'm sorry, Janae. I tried my best, Janae.
More than Dio. Riena. Moruha Dondira.
Aiden cannot forget that he was Elgin who pulled him ashore from the shipwreck. His duty compels him to attempt a rescue. Oh, snap. Aiden is down for some real battling here. He was saved. He must take on. Increases warrior strength. Yes. Aiden had been rescued from the shipwreck by his fellow clansman Elgin. Now it was time to repay the favor. He's going down for this. He is... Wow, that is heroism right there. He was our hero in the last one. Can he repeat the deed? Please, please repeat the deed. Don't get all hyped up just to kill us. Don't get all hyped up just to kill us. Oh, snap. Boom. Okay, we're feeling some strength here. We're feeling some strength. You only have your bedroom to work with. If you're looking to actually have your background be visible without a green screen, you don't have to have anything fancy. I've got all this fancy stuff, but I'm also a grown man who works a full-time job and has been doing this for 4 years. All it takes is like anything interesting behind you, but you don't need to do that right away. If you're just starting as a streamer, don't worry about it. That doesn't matter. All that fancy stuff isn't going to make you a better streamer. Learn to be a better streamer and learn to build a community. Don't worry about all the fancy stuff. I said this at the beginning, and I'll say it again. I stole it from another person because they are very wise. Don't compare your first step to my 4th or 5th step. I've been doing this for a very long time. I've had a lot of time to make my stream look good. Don't try to make your stream look like mine, because it's not going to help you in any way. Stream. Build a community. Get good at being entertaining. That's what matters first. My camera is dropping frames like crazy. Look at this. Look how low frame rate this is. I don't know why it's doing it. Hello? Weird. Yeah, it's really dropping frames like crazy. Here, what if I do this? Let's turn this off. Will this help with the camera a little bit? Maybe. Gonna make an exact replica of my room. Oh, man. Can you compare your 4th or 5th? I mean, I know you're joking, but in all seriousness, I wouldn't even compare your 4th or 5th step even to my 2nd step, because I could have something on you that you just aren't able to recreate, right? Like, there are some people that are just starting. Like, there's one person that I highly admire who's been doing this for only a few months, and they are leaps and bounds ahead of me. And if I compared them to me, even though I've been doing this for a really long time, and it's like my 5th step and it's their like 1st, I'd still shoot myself in the foot. Just worry about your own growth. Worry about your own abilities and your own skills. The only thing I would say is get inspired by other people as like, this is what I want to eventually do. But just worry about what you're doing, right? Compare your growth to yourself, because I have almost 3,000 followers and I've got like 100 subs on Twitch. There's somebody who has less than 1.5K and they've got like 300 subs. They've got way more subs than I could even dream of, and they've got half the followers that I do. They also have triple the viewer count that I do. If I compared myself to them, I would feel like a complete failure. I also know somebody else who's got the same size channel as me, and they average about 5 viewers. So I am much more successful than them. Try not to compare yourself to anybody. Okay, Mothering. Hopefully it's nothing bad and they just want to chat.
With their palms to the skies, his trees gather the light of Belenos, stealing it away from the earthen hearts deep below the ground.
Okay, so I gotta destroy trees or something. Oh god, he pulled a parent and turned my joke into a lecture. That's what I do, man. I'm a dad. That comes with a responsibility. When the baby was being born, they're like, hold on, stop this baby from being born. You must sign this waiver. You must make constant dad joke puns, and you must turn a joke into a lecture every time. That's just what happens, man. If you're not ready for it. All right, you made another joke. Here's the problem with it. No, I don't want to go back up there. That's the dude that killed me earlier. It's unavoidable. Yeah, it just happens. That's just what happens. Yeah, your husband had to sign one too, right? You were like, hurry up and sign it! And then he took the paper and typed IT, it. There, I did it, dear. And the doctor's like, that's good enough. Uh-oh, is this the boss fight? Did I go right to the boss fight with full health? I did the boss fight with full health. Come on, come on, come on! Yes! Yo, this character is so hardcore. Some warriors will have special relationships and experience. Oh, I read this one already. No, I've never gone full rage mode on a stream. I don't really rage. I'll get really upset, but I don't rage.
The doorway crawled open to reveal the valiant figure of Aiden stepping into the daylight. Aiden felt his heart soar as he emerged, blinking into the light. He had repaid his debt of gratitude to Elgin, and their bond would be strengthened for life.
That is awesome. Ooh. Ooh.
Imalosh.
So it feels like if I give it to certain people, they might have like certain strengths or something. I don't know. I can't even tell. Oh, he can't use it. Okay. I've broken 2 controllers, 3 mics, 2 pairs of earphones. That's not good. If you're raging to that degree where you're breaking stuff, the father in me would say you should probably not be playing those games. The healthcare worker in me says that you should probably be looking to see what's making you as angry as you are and see if you can figure out how to deal with that a little bit better. Because rage like that is not a good thing. Calm down and play Animal Crossing, right? Yeah, I almost never rage. I play a lot of Dark Souls, and that's like very much a rage-inducing game. And I'll get upset. I'll get really frustrated, but I don't rage really. I don't want to send Aiden in again. I'm scared he's gonna die. Alright, you go in. And I have Hollywood debt. Fell off my desk. That makes sense. Yeah, I broke controllers when I was a kid, when I was like 8 or 9 years old, but ever since then, not really. Now, I may have broken a control where I'm like, oh my god, and I drop the control and then it falls off the desk. I haven't broken a control, but like that could happen. But I try really hard not to rage. I'll get really mad and I just kind of keep it in. Okay. They are kind of powerful, despite this really epic sword. I feel left out since I haven't broke anything game related. Yeah, like I said, I did as a little kid, but now as an adult, no. I just walk away if something really bothers me. Like if I get really upset about a game, I just walk away. I stopped playing it. That's why I don't do the Mario Maker gameplays anymore, because they used to frustrate me, because there's a lot of trolly levels, and I don't like troll levels. And so, like, I'd play them, they'd be trolly, and, like, cheap trolls, and I was like, no, this isn't fun, and I would just stop playing it. My 6-year-old has, but he was 6. Exactly. It wasn't related to gaming in any way. I didn't break a TV, but I scratched my TV once. I was really upset about that. And it was stream related, but not like in a ragey way stream related. Instead, it was, I had set up a green screen and it was hanging off the ceiling. And the thing it was hanging off of fell down, and it landed on my TV. The pole, whoa, the pole I was hanging my green screen on landed on the TV. Anyways, the pole came down and landed on the screen, and it scratched the screen. I was really upset about that. I was really mad about that. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Ow! Kept pushing the wrong button. Yeah, that same TV I had, it was my first 4K TV I ever bought. I paid quite a lot for it. It was like one of those cheap no-name brands, but it was when they first came out, so they were still expensive. And I left it at my mom's house when I started living with Alana, and then when we moved here, I picked it up and brought it here, and then it broke. Like it just the, I don't know, the chip inside of it died or whatever. It would turn on and it would show like the logo that it was starting up, and then the screen would go black and it just wouldn't get past that. I was really, really upset about that because I liked that TV and I wanted it as like a secondary TV. I am genuinely enjoying this game. I actually really like it. It got really bad reviews. Like average reviews. They're not actually bad reviews, just average reviews, but I think people are being a little bit mean. A lot of the reviews were like, you can't use mouse and keyboard, that's stupid. Used it for about 8 months. I mean, at 8 months, I'd be pretty upset because that's not a really long time to have a television. So I feel like I didn't get my money's worth, you know? So if I'm smart about my attacks, I can avoid getting hurt as much. So I'm getting better. Ah, okay, okay. I have one of those really old tube TVs that I bought for like $10 to use for my retro streaming. But now I don't play retro games, so now it's just sitting in my closet. This feels very Dark Souls-esque. Like, if you get overwhelmed by 3 or 4 guys, you're done for. Bye! Oh, he didn't die. Mothering for Babes, thank you for subbing. I really appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. So like I said, I do stream every Thursday. Andrew Vay, thank you for subbing as well. I do stream here on YouTube every Thursday, but I'll be live on Twitch tomorrow. Want to pick up a tube TV since it's hard to get NES Duck Hunt to work on? Yeah. Yeah, I like my tube TV. I just don't have space in here for it. And I don't really do retro games right now, so I don't have a use for it, right? Welcome back, Tiff. No worries, no worries. I get it. That's what I have to do over the weekend while I'm working. I'm gonna have to come home and try to do laundry while I'm working. I should have given this sword to my big guy Aiden. That would have made him unstoppable. Stupid wormy guy. I don't like this guy.
Deadly attacks can be recognized by their glowing trails.
Why does it keep giving me the same tips from the beginning of the game? This is so beyond beginner level. Holy crap, stop attacking! That was a huge attack! I don't know if I can make this jump. I'm scared to kind of try to make this jump. This warrior is hardcore. Getting better at this game, though. Ginger, welcome back, man. I'm actually getting better at this game. It's a lot slower paced than I was going in at it. Like, I thought you could just go in and just beat guys up, and no, you really have to use your skills. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. I can't believe it's been 3.5 hours. It's been good, Ginger. I was struggling a whole lot at the beginning. So far, we've lost one person, but I'm way too underpowered to go to that area. Now I'm starting to get the idea of it, and I'm really liking it. It's got some flaws. It's got a couple of rough edges, but I do really like what it's doing. Get away from him. I definitely think this game is better than what people have been kind of judging it, because the Steam score is like 5 out of 10.
jerk.
This boss fight is going to be hard, though, once we get to the boss fight. Uh-oh. Okay, whew, I thought I killed myself. I'm concentrating so hard. I'm so scared. I've gotten so far. I don't want to have to do this all again. But once you get the hang of it, this game is actually quite fun. This one person said that they beat it in 5 hours. This does not feel like a 5-hour game for me. I get the vibe that they didn't beat it and they're just saying they did, just to kind of, I don't know. Either like suck up or try to seem like they actually know what they're talking about, but we've been going for 3.5 hours and I've beaten 2 temples. Two temples. And I have no idea where I'm going right now. Ow! Boss fight? Oh, same as before, the weird snaky flighty thing. A harponero. I can't. No! 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 I'm dead. I'm so dead. Wowzers! I have no idea how I'm gonna beat that boss. Wow, that's intense. That is intense. That was... wow. I made it so far. Morgana failed on her quest and now lay trapped within. You cannot hide from the fate, Duff. Step forward. Me approach your fate. Die one last time in the waking of the world with your master. Oh, Duff is too scared. Okay. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. This has been awesome. This has been really, really great. Wow. Wow, I really liked that. That was awesome. Wow. I like that game. I am very, very pleasantly surprised. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. I thought it was decent when I tried it, but that was really, really good. So we've only got 6 viewers, I think, from what I can see. from what I can see. Let me double check. It was really fun. Tara, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you being here. What are we at right now? Yeah, we've got 6 people watching. I think we're going to leave it there. I think we're just going to not do a raid. Just because I don't want to come off as like self-promo or anything on anybody, you know? Plus on YouTube, very, very minimum people go because you have to click the link and stuff, and it's just not a smooth transition. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I will be live tomorrow, same time as I started today, so 3 hours earlier than now. And we're going to play some Dead Space, get a little bit freaked out, have some fun doing that over on Twitch, where there's usually a bigger community. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. I love that. Thank you so much for sending me that Deep Silver. That was amazing. I really like that game. That was fun. I'm definitely going to be playing that again. Not on stream. I'll play it again on my own probably. But I really, really liked it. Have yourselves a wonderful night. I love you all. I will see you guys tomorrow, or I'll see you on TikTok at some point. All right, guys. Have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye.